Sunram. Sunram finds an OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab, and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a good Thursday evening to you, and welcome once again to Castleton and Central Cass High School, as tonight it is North Dakota Class A Wrestling, boys wrestling on the docket here on yourliveevent.com, and it's a good one here tonight. We've got one of the top teams in the EDC, Fargo Davies, undefeated in EDC dual competition, taking on the Squirrels of Central Cass, a very important EDC duel as we get to the mid part of January in the final couple of weeks of the regular season here in the state of North Dakota for high school wrestling. So glad you could join us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. This is our pre-match show. Up ahead, we'll talk with the coaches and preview the matchups, as well as take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. All that is when we return on yourliveevent.com.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Brady Siebel's with you. Dan Weber as well. We join us here in just a few moments. Let's meet the two teams. We'll start with the visitors here tonight in the Eagles of Fargo Davies, one of the top teams in EDC. They are at 5-0 on the season in EDC dual competition. We'll take a look at the standings here a little bit later on in our pre-match show as well. Overall, they are 9-2 in varsity duels here so far this season. The head coach is Joe Trottier in his pre-match coach's interview. Coach, here as we hit the midpoint of January, really good season so far. Just kind of talk about your wrestlers so far.
So far, so good. I'm really happy with where we're at this point. I know we're down a couple of guys and got some injuries going on, but other than that, we're a group of fighters, guys who just like to go out there and compete and wrestle hard. So I can't ask for anything more.
Yeah, what is kind of the development, the growth that you've kind of seen over your team over the last couple months to where we are to now?
We definitely our conditioning, obviously, but we've grown in our scrambling and just our second and third moves, and that's what we've been emphasizing a lot, is just making sure we're chaining things together. That would be the biggest growth and development, I think, that I've seen from our group.
There, health-wise, maybe a little bit of a concern. Just kind of, how is that, and how are you kind of managing as you hope to maybe get some pieces back when you get to tournament time?
It's next man up mentality. So, we kind of train that, especially in duels. It's just one guy, albeit, they may be higher ranked or whatever, but, it's still only one guy, and he's still only worth X amount of points when it comes to duels. So, there's 13 other guys, 12 other guys, so everybody just has to step up. That's going to be the biggest thing, is who steps up.
About your opponents here in Central Cass, they're second year in Class A. Kind of what you've seen from them over the first year and a half of them joining your class.
Oh, I don't know if you remember last year or not, but we had quite the banger of a duel. So they come out feisty. We definitely respect everything about them. We know we're in for a fight. We know we're in for a battle, and that's what we prepare for.
What do you want to see out of your wrestlers here tonight?
I want to see us going out there and get competitive, trying to put as much points on the board as we possibly can, and just make sure that we're working everything we are in practice and just getting better.
Joe, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Joe Chartier joining us here on yourliveevent.com on our pre-match coaches interviews. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk with the coach for the Squirrels, Travis Lamar, his pre-match coaches comments when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, let's talk about the home team here tonight in the Squirrels of Central Cass. They come into tonight on as a dual team, 2-2 in EDC competition overall, 2-3 in dual competition so far this season. Head coach is Travis Lamar. His pre-match coach's interview. And Coach, a busy week continues here. Had some matches on Tuesday, have some this weekend, but an EDC duel against Fargo Davies tonight.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we're going Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week. So a busy week for our guys, but some great wrestling in there. Davies in town tonight. One of the top 2 teams in the EDC, one of the top 5 teams in the state. So definitely a challenge for us, but great test for us at this time of year.
Yeah, with that busy week, kind of how do you manage that, or is there a way to manage it, or is it just that's part of wrestling here when you get into January?
Well, I mean it is, right. It's part of it's just part of wrestling. It's what you got to be ready for and stuff like that. The biggest piece is the kids managing their weight, and they've done a great job with that, making sure that they're watching what they're eating and staying close to their weight and stuff like that, so we don't have to grind on them too hard. And Wednesday's practice in between duels and things like that. And I think the biggest piece right now, the biggest thing you can do as a coach is making sure you're keeping your guys fresh and try to keep them as healthy as possible.
Talk about, you mentioned it, Davies, one of the top teams in the EDC, top teams in the state. What do you want to see out of your wrestlers here tonight?
Honestly, I just want to see them go out and compete. Just go out, battle, try and score points. We talk about all these matches leading up. We've had some guys that have had some disappointing starts to their year and whatnot, and it's like these are just glorified practices, right? It's just a different training partner. It's getting you ready for February, because you can go undefeated all the way to state. You go 0-2 at state. That's what people remember. You go 8-16 going into the state tournament, and you end up placing. Like, all I remember is that you placed at state. So it's just about improving every time you step on the mat, putting yourself in positions to be successful when February comes around.
Travis, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Brady. Appreciate it.
Travis Lamar, the head coach for Central Cass, join us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Take a break. Get ready for matches when we return on Your Live Event.
Transform your space with premium painting. Whether you're looking to remodel an existing space or add new construction from residential, commercial, and industrial, Premium Painting's team of experts delivers top-notch quality and attention to detail on time and on budget. Premium Painting offers services from drywall, wall coverings, millwork, and painting. For a free estimate, contact Forrest Treitel at paintfargo.com or call 701-200-2797.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
From routine checkups to advanced treatments such as same-day crowns and implants, Southview Dental Care offers personalized care that fits your needs. They are there when you need them most, offering emergency examinations with same-day treatment in most cases. Have a cold sore or canker sore? Southview Dental Care provides laser treatments to address these painful conditions. Schedule your next dental appointment at southviewdentalcare.com. That's southviewdentalcare.com. Southview Dental Care in Moorhead is your dental home.
Unlimited or pay-per-wash membership can be used at any Tommy's Express location nationwide. Your vehicle is recognized at any app lane you visit. Our license plate recognition system ensures that you are on your way to washing in seconds. Check ahead before your next business trip, road trip, or snowbird journey to your winter home and find a location at your destination or along the way. We can't wait to give you the same world-class wash experience across the country.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, let's take a look at the other EDC duels going on across the eastern part of North Dakota here tonight. The other duels include Fargo North is on the road at West Fargo, Valley City is at Fargo South, and Cheyenne is at Breckenridge Wahpeton. All those dual meets, those three 7 o'clock start. We're going to start a little bit earlier at 6 p.m. Taking a look at our EDC standings, 2 teams are at the top at 5-0 in EDC competition. That includes West Fargo Cheyenne and these Fargo Davies Eagles. Just behind them at 3-1 is Devils Lake and Grand Forks Central. West Fargo High, the Packers are at 3-2 in EDC duels. Central Cass is at 500 at 2-2. Breckenridge Wahpeton at 1-2. The Spartans of Fargo North behind them at 2-4. Grand Forks Red River, Valley City, and Fargo South winless in EDC duels. The Rough Riders are 0-2. The Highliners 0-4, and Fargo South is 0-6 on the season. That's a look at our out-of-town scoreboard as well as our standings in EDC. We'll take a break. When we return, exhibition matches coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Just waiting momentarily, get some exhibition matches. 17 exhibition matches on the schedule before we begin our varsity dual competition. We'll have that for you here tonight on yourliveevent.com. We again thank you for joining us here. Thank you to all the sponsors that you will see and hear throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, we ask that you please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on yourliveevent.com would not be possible. Let's bring Dan Weber into the conversation here. And Dan, you saw the Squirrels on Tuesday night, a busy week for Central Cass. They had, of course, the duels, the matches on Tuesday. They're here, another duel tonight, and then they're off to rugby for tomorrow and Saturday. And I think Travis Lamar kind of summed it up best. He just wants to see the guys out there competing day in, day out, try to get him better, try to improve as he hit this tough stretch of January.
Yep, just coming off of Christmas, you know, everybody's working on getting in shape right away, and they dueled the Lisbon boys team. They wrestled a nice duel. Lisbon is always tough year in and year out, and so yeah, just working on the conditioning, keeping their moves sharp, and yeah, competing out on the mat.
Yeah, it gets no easier here, taking on one of the top teams now in Class A as well in Fargo Davies here. And what was your always approach back, you know, in your days of wrestling when you had kind of this busy weeks and this stretch of January? Because it is a grind day in, day out as you try to better yourself towards February tournament time.
Absolutely, and you know, and right now January, you know, we're coming up on tournament time right around the corner. It's a mental game too, you know. And yes, you got to keep your weight down, and yes, you got to get in shape. But when you have these grinding weeks, what it's doing is it's getting you in shape, and you might not even really be realizing it, because you're going hard at practice, you're going hard, you know, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's a long grind, but it's getting you in shape, and everything's all about tournament time, regionals and state.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know Travis Travis Amari, coach for Central Cass, he'll never shy away from a duel. He'll never shy away from an opponent. He always he wants to get his boys out on the mat each and every night that they can to get that experience, get that mat time for the wrestlers.
Yep, mat time is key. That's where you're going to learn, and that's where you perfect your moves. That's where you try new moves. I mean, yes, you can try them in practice, but at the end of the day, it's all about what you can do on the mat.
Speaking of tournament time here, we'll have plenty of coverage on yourliveevent.com into January and February for coverage of tournaments in and around the area. On Saturday, we will have coverage of the Lisbon Girls Store Hog Invite. That gets underway Saturday morning. Next Friday and Saturday, we'll have full coverage in the main gym from the boys Lisbon Store Hog Invite. We also have the girls wrestling. We have coverage of the Belle of the Brawl tournament Friday and Saturday, the last weekend in January. And then, of course, we'll have tournament coverage of region, what was Region 1 and Region 2. It is now the Southeast and the Northeast region for duels, as well as East region dual coverage as well. Full time, make sure you check out the schedule on yourliveevent.com for all of our upcoming tournament broadcasts, our full schedule on YLE. Also, give us a follow on X, daily posts and daily updates of that night's schedule. And then make sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube so you can be notified every time we go live with another local area broadcast on yourliveevent.com. So waiting for matches to start, so we'll take another quick break, then be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
Busy night for us tonight here on yourliveevent.com in the states of Minnesota and North Dakota in the sports of wrestling and basketball here tonight. Let's take a look at other wrestling meets, wrestling content going on right now on yourliveevent.com. Hillsborough Central Valley hosting a triangular with Carrington and Mayport CG. And then down in Lisbon, it's a quad with the Broncos. They are facing off against Kindred, Napoleon Gackel Streeter, and Northern Cass. Those are additional boys wrestling meets here on yourliveevent.com. Girls basketball, Central Cass is at Thompson. Lisbon is at Kindred. And then in basketball, some doubleheaders from the other side of the river in Minnesota. Fertile Beltrami is at Ada Borup West. Barnesville is at Hawley, and Norman County East Ulan Heyerdahl is at Climax Fisher. All those games streaming live for you tonight right here on yourliveevent.com. Reminder, make sure give us a subscribe on YouTube, follow us on X, and visit our website, yourliveevent.com, for a full coverage of Minnesota and North Dakota area high school broadcasts. Of course, as well, our Wednesday coaches show every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. You can stream it live starting at 7 o'clock and then go back and watch previous editions of the yourliveevent.com coaches show anytime you want on our YouTube page. Just go to yourliveevent.com. So waiting for matches to start it, we'll have a full slate of exhibition matches. Right now we have 17 exhibition matches scheduled for us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. And then, of course, our 13 weight classes, our 13 varsity matches here in the state of North Dakota. 13 weight classes right now: 107, 114, 121, 127, 133, 139, 45, 52, 160, 172, 189, 215, and 285. As we'll bring Dan in here. I know weight classes have definitely changed over the years. Back when I was wrestling, it was a 14 weight class system. I know back when you were wrestling, it was less than that. So just kind of how it is and kind of the changes you've seen now with that change in the weight classes here in North Dakota.
Yeah, when I was in wrestling in the 80s, it was 12 weight classes and had obviously larger gaps in between the weight classes. Back then, probably more cutting of weight and very possibly not cutting as smart as we should have, as a group. But anyway, I like the idea of more weight classes. I like the idea that they're closer together, because in high school you have a lot of young men and women that are in a lot of in let's just say the lower to mid weight classes, and it's just nice to have that opportunity for more kids to wrestle.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that as well. I think 13 is probably a good number here. I know sometimes when you get to 14, especially covering the small town, the Class B schools, it's maybe a little bit harder to get that full thing of 14. I know when I was wrestling, we always would have about 4 open duels, and it was always that hard thing of, we'd win the matches, but you always kind of knew you're already in a 18-point hole each and every single duel trying to get there. So I think 13 probably right. I mean, we can kind of see. I'm always more partial. I like the heavier weights a little bit more, but that's because I was the heavyweight when I was wrestling here. But I think it's a great mix that we have here in the state of North Dakota with the lightweights, kind of more of the middleweights, and then still having a couple of that upper weights as well.
Yep, absolutely. And that is one other thing with the high school kids these days. Having that ability to, have the 72, 89, 215. I mean, that's a popular range also for the bigger kids. And trust me, I never wrestled 98 in my whole life, unless we were going to count third grade or something. So I was in the higher weights as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And now I know this is a boys' duel, but it's been great. I know on Tuesday you had the some girls' matches as well. We've had some full coverage of girls competition. Of course, the Central Cass girls are out in Lisbon at the Girls Storehog Invite, and I think it's been great to see the last couple of years just the growth, the popularity, the development of girls wrestling here in the state of North Dakota.
Yes, and I was fortunate enough to be in this gym for the first girls wrestling duel or tournament, dual tournament. But yes, I mean, it is amazing to me. I mean, this is a nationwide explosion of girls wrestling, and it's so awesome to see. It's awesome to see the girls and their confidence building. They're getting to be a part of a winter sport, part of a team, and working hard. And it's just nice to see how much that they have grown with their moves and their hard work compared to 3 or 4 years ago when they had the first duel here. They have improved immensely.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's really been great to see here. Now getting a chance to see it live here, getting back in the broadcasting side of things this year is just the improvements and then the skill that has developed so quickly for these girls that are wrestling. They are putting together solid matches. They're putting together solid moves, solid techniques each and every single day. Absolutely.
And that first year, I mean, a lot of headlocks the first year, a lot of half Nelsons the first year. But like you said, now they're getting the takedowns. They're doing fireman's carries. They're doing whether it's a chicken wing or the front headlock series. They're really expanding their moves.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's been great to see that it has started with the youth level, right? You see a lot more participation in, elementary school, getting them familiar with wrestling so they want to do it when they're in high school, as well as just the buy-in with coaches as well. The fact that they're willing and open to add girls in and coach the girls each and every single day to try to get girls wrestling and improvement continuing in the years to come.
Yes, and wrestling is going to help all these athletes in all their sports that they want to be in. It's going to help them in balance. It's going to help them in hard work. It's going to help them mentally. And so they don't have to be a one-sport person. It's going to help them in their other sports.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be great. We're going to get started shortly here. We'll take a break, then we'll get back with some exhibition matches when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. We're getting our exhibition matches started right here. It is Derek Day for the Fargo Davies Eagles. His opponent is Logan Bender for Central Cass. As we'll get started here at our exhibition matchups here on YLE. As Central Cass, they will be the green side here. The green on the official's wristband as a bear hug right to the back for Day and the quick pinfall. Derek Day of Fargo Davies with the pinfall victory in 21 seconds.
From Davies, Derek Day.
So they will pick up the first points of the match here.
From Davies, Reese Miller.
And we'll go Reese Miller for Fargo Davies. And his opponent is Gallagher Wheeler for Central Cass. And thanks for joining us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Brady Siebel's Dan Weber. We'll tag team the exhibition matches, and then we'll have the full commentary as well for our varsity duel coming up here a little bit later on here tonight. Miller and Wheeler are matched here in our exhibition side as they collar and elbow tie at the center of the mat. Miller once again looking for a bear hug once again. Wheeler trying to throw it, gets the headlock. And Wheeler going to look for the pinfall victory here early on in period number 1. As Miller going to have to try to fight off of his back. Plenty of time, Hill, for Wheeler to try to settle in. Has 85 seconds to try to get the pinfall victory. 3-0 here on the Bank North scoreboard. But able to roll through is Miller. And now looking for a switch and trying to reverse the points. It is a 4-point near fall for Wheeler. He'll take a 7-0 lead. But then Miller puts Wheeler right to his back, and now Reese Miller for Fargo Davies. He's going to look for the pinfall. He's got the cradle. He's got a minute to try to pick up the victory, as Gallagher Wheeler for the Squirrels going to have to try to fight off of his back. Able to roll through, trying to belly himself out. He does so. It is a 4-point near fall, and so that will make it 7-6 on our Bank North scoreboard, as Wheeler for the Squirrels will retain a 1-point lead. Final 40 seconds to go in period number 1. Miller going to try to work on top. Final 30 seconds of the period. He'll put in a chicken wing. Try to belly Wheeler out and see if he can get a turn. Has it. Now going to try to run around, spin behind the head. Miller, though, able to get his arm back free and base himself out with 15 seconds to go in the first period. Wheeler up to his feet, but then broken down and out of bounds they go. We'll get a new change. We'll get a fresh start with no change, as Wheeler for the Squirrels will have a 7-6 lead in our final 12 seconds of period number 1. Bottom man set. Top man on. As nope, we'll just adjust the position of Wheeler. Bottom man set now, top man on, and off the whistle, Wheeler up to his feet, able to break the grip and get the escape point. Wheeler will up his lead. He leads by 2. Final 5 seconds of the period. Miller looking for a throw. Out of time they go, and so we'll go to period number 2 as Gallagher Wheeler for the Squirrels with an 8-6 lead over Fargo Davies' Reese Miller. We'll go the flip. Wheeler wins the flip. He'll defer, and Miller will choose the neutral position to begin our second period. Center of the mat, neutral position. Snap down attempt. Now they'll go collar and elbow tie. Miller looking for the throw once again, but now Wheeler looking for a headlock. Miller with a body lock. So you can get the throw. Wheeler looking to throw it and gets it. Gets the takedown right to the back. And Wheeler going to look for the pinfall once again. See if he can finish it this time in period number 2. Miller going to have to try to fight off of his back one more time. Breaks the grip. Wheeler will just spin around, retain top control. It is a 2-point near fall, so make it 13-6 in favor of Central Cass's Gallagher Wheeler.
He threw a nice headlock there and just got a little bit high on the chest and took the safe route and came around the back to get the control and not give up a reversal there.
Wheeler with a chicken wing and a half, runs with it. Now looking to stack Miller up, trying to get the pinfall. Plenty of time. Has over a minute as Gallagher Wheeler going to look for the pinfall victory here in period number 2. 55 seconds left. Miller going to have to try to fight off of his back one more time for the Eagles. High bridge by Miller. Wheeler will now readjust the grip, switch it to a reverse half finish. Miller, though, able to belly himself out. Back to his belly, but it is a 4-point near fall, so Wheeler will tack on to his lead. It's an 11-point lead at 17-6. Final 35 seconds of period number 2. Wheeler back in on a chicken wing with a half, runs with it. Going to look for the pinfall victory. Count of 4, and there it is. Gallagher Wheeler for Central Cass, the pinfall victory. 3 minutes and 36 seconds for the Squirrels.
From Central Cass, Gallagher Wheeler. Coming to the mat, from Davies, Tyson Appletop. And from Central Cass.
So Tyson Appletop and Hayden Morkin are match here at our third exhibition matchup here. Appletop for the Eagles, Morkin for the Squirrels. Head position, wrist control, shot attempt by Morkin. Single leg, transitions it into a double with the finish, and it's a 3-point takedown. Morkin with a 3-0 lead here early on, period number 1. First 30 seconds, we're going a full 2-minute periods here for our exhibition matches tonight on yourliveevent.com. As Morkin now going to try to work tough on top. Wrist control, trying to roll it out. 50 seconds gone in the period. Morkin heavy on the head, now looking to lock in a power half. See if he can get out to the side and run with it. Has it, now off to the side, going to try to get some near fall points. Appletop, though, working himself back to the belly, breaks the grip, and gets back to a base. Then a breakdown by Morkin. Final 50 seconds of the first period.
Hayden's doing a nice job of keeping his weight on him and trying to work those arms. Appletoft is doing a good job of trying to control those arms and not let him get anything on the top side.
Morkin looking to get a cradle. Final 30 seconds, see if he can get some points before the end of the period. Head in the side, trying to bring the hands together. Appletoft, though, hip down, able to break it, and then Morkin will take top control with 15 seconds. Put in the power half, at the very least just try to ride out the final few seconds of period number 1. Final 10 seconds, Morkin locks in a half, looking to try to run with it. Appletop able to break the grip, and that'll do it for period number 1. Hayden Morkin for the Squirrels will take a 3-0 lead into period number 2. Morkin wins the top, he'll toss, he'll defer. Appletop will take the down position. We'll go caution, red, that'll be on Appletop. First 2 cautions are free, second one is a point, unlimited penalty points for cautions. Off the whistle, Morkin looking for a breakdown. First move, Morkin will put in a leg. See what we can try to do with it. Also has a cross face. Trying to bring the knee together. Able to break Appletop down to his belly. Now we'll see what he can do on top. Puts in a half. Trying to run with it. See if he can get out to the side. Appletroff trying to look away and peel. 30 seconds gone in the period. Morgan still with it, looking to run with it. Out to the side. Sucks it in, gets it. Now going to look for the pinfall. Hayden Morgan for the Squirrels gets the pinfall. 2 minutes and 41 seconds, defeating Fargo Davies' Tyson Appletoft.
From Central Cash, Hayden Morgan.
As we'll move down to Jack Larson for Fargo Davies and Zach Kruger with the call, Dan Weber.
Zach Kruger.
Okay, we've got Larson from Davies versus Kruger from Central Cass. They're going to get set up here in the center of the mat. And they tie up right away. Kruger from Central Cass gets a 3-point takedown. Larson right away trying to get stood up, and he gets a 1-point escape. And they're going to tie up right away. Looks like they're both, Larson's trying to get that headlock, and he missed the headlock, and Kruger gets a 3-point takedown. Kruger tried a far side cradle but wasn't able to get it locked up. Larson again stood up. Kruger does a nice job of getting him taken down to the mat again. Gets that cradle in and rolls him over, and we got some back points here. Kruger's getting that. Kruger was trying to get the knee on the side to get him stretched out a little bit, and Larson was able to break away. Kruger gets another takedown. Counting back points there on the edge of the mat. Larson was able to break the hands, and there's another 2-point near fall. So Kruger from Central Cass is going to take a 12-1 lead with 57 seconds left in the first period. Larson will start out in the down position. Kruger will be on the top. Larson's trying to stand up. Kruger's got that cradle in again, and he's going to roll through that right to his back for some more near fall points. He's got the knee on the side, very nice. Trying to get him stretched out, trying to get those shoulders down. Got a little weight on the chest. And Larson's able to break the hands again. Kruger's still trying for that far cradle. And there's a 4-point near fall for Kruger. And that'll be a tech fall, 16-1. Kruger wins over Larson from Davies.
Winner by technical foul, Zach Kruger. Next up, from Davies, Levinsky. And from Central Cass, Alex Henson.
Okay, we've got Ochtentang versus Hansen from Central Cass. They're both trying to get hand control down there. Trying to get their head position. Looking for that shot. And Ochtentang is in on a double leg and gets a 3-point takedown right on the edge of the mat. Hansen's trying to free his hands, get a stand up here.
Yeah, seeing that new rule again. Now only 1 point of contact. Just have to keep the 1 foot in bounds to try to score that takedown. And you see Ochtentang able to do it perfection, kept that foot in bounds, scored the 3-point takedown. Also great job of staying wrestling, able to get his opponent back into the center of the mat to try to ride tough on top, see if he can get him a turn.
I do like that new rule. I think it allows the wrestlers to really not use that mat as a barrier and have a lot more action. Hansen was able to get a 1-point escape. So Ochtentang is ahead 6-2 with 35 seconds left in the first period. Hansen's trying for that headlock, just couldn't quite get it tossed. They're going to start out neutral again. And Ochtentang gets a 3-point takedown. Hansen comes right back with a 1-point escape. He's going to try and turn around and face him there. Sprawl. He's got the head and arm. He just got to get the hips. He's got to get those hips up. Akentang was able to pop that head out and get another 3-point takedown to take a 12-3 lead at the end of the first period. A lot of action there, a lot of takedowns, a lot of stand-ups, and change in position. So they're going to take the neutral position right now to start out the second period. That was Hansen's choice. And again, they're both working for that wrist control, trying to get something set up. Akentang gets a 3-point takedown. Hansen's going to base himself up. Look for that next move. Looks like he's trying to get a stand-up. There's a 1-point escape for Hansen. Right now it's 15-4, Akentang ahead of Hansen. Hansen tried again for that headlock. He missed the head. And Akentang gets a 3-point takedown, and there's a tech fall for Akentang.
Winner from Davies.
As now we'll move on to Marcus Jala for Davies, and Andrew Schneider for the Squirrels is our next matchup. About a quarter of the way here through our exhibition matches, 17 exhibition matches, as Jala duck under for the takedown. He'll take the quick 3-0 lead. And he'll cut Schneider, make it 3-1. Jala once again snapped down right to a base, and now another takedown. It's 6-1 as Jala now will shoot the half. Going to look for the pinfall. There it is. Marcus Jala for Fargo Davies, the pinfall victory in period number 1.
Marcus Jala. Next on the mat.
So Tyler Wilkie for Davies and Sam Schneider for Central Cass. Here's we wrestle in our exhibition matchups here. Wilkie for Davies, Schneider for Central Cass. Off the whistle, collar and elbow tie-ups. Shot attempt by Wilkie. Schneider able to get the leg back free and keep it at neutral. Shot attempt once again. Wilkie with it. Sprawl attempt by Schneider. Looking for a front headlock. They'll break apart, and then they'll circle themselves back to the center. 20 seconds gone in the period. Back to a collar and elbow tie-up right in the middle of that squirrel logo. Snap down attempt, front headlock by Wilkie. Looking to spin behind, gets it, and the 3. So Tyler Wilkie for the Eagles, the first points of the matchup. He'll take a 3-0 lead. 40 seconds gone in the period. See what he can do in top position. As Wilkie will give the escape point, he'll cut Schneider. See if he can get another takedown. 3-1, Wilkie with the lead. Back to a collar and elbow tie-up in the center of the mat. We wrestle here in Central Cass, our EDC Wrestling. Fargo Davies and Central Cass here tonight. About halfway gone in period number 1. Wilkie with a 3-1 lead against Schneider here in the first period. Collar and elbow tie-up, battle for position, snap down attempt, front headlock for Wilkie. Going to look to extend his lead, going to try to get a second takedown. Still in a front headlock. Schneider, though, reaching at the leg, has a single. Wilkie now reaching behind at the far ankle, gets a breakdown, spin behind, and another 3-point takedown. Wilkie extends his lead now, make it 6-1. Final 15 seconds, as we'll see Wilkie just going to put in a half, see if he can get some points, gets the turn, going to look for the pinfall. Schneider going to have to try to fight off his back, able to roll through. Official did get to a count of 2, so give him an 8-1 lead. Final couple of seconds, he'll write it out there, and Wilkie will take an 8-1 lead into period number 2. As Wilkie wins the flip, he'll defer And Schneider will take the down position. Bottom man set. Top man on. Set. And the whistle, first move. Stand-up attempt by Wilkie. Schneider with a mat return. But Wilkie able to spin, able to get a switch, and right to the back. It's a 2-point reversal. And Wilkie now going to look for the pinfall, and we'll get a whistle. So we get a technical violation. We'll also get a 2-point reversal. And then the 2-point near fall. So that will make it 13-1. And we'll get a start back in the center. Wilkie in top control, Schneider in the down position. 12-point lead for Tyler Wilkie for Fargo Davies. Able to get a breakdown. Now we'll put the half back in. Going to look for a turn. Near fall points could result in the tech fall here. Schneider going to have to try to work himself back from a base. Wilkie will put in a crossface. Looking to lock up a cradle. Trying to get the hands grasped. Schneider trying to defend it. Able to get himself back to a belly and work himself back to a base. 50 seconds gone in period number 2. Wilkie with a breakdown once again. Belly Schneider out. Needs a turn, a minute left. Half Nelson out to the side. Looking to run with it. Now going to look for the pinfall. Has secured the tech fall, but he wants the pin. Schneider able to belly himself out. We'll get a 4-point near fall, a 1-point escape. That should not matter as it should be 17-1. And yep, we'll get the whistle. And then there's the tech fall as Tyler Wilkie for Fargo Davies, the tech fall victory over Sam Schneider of Central Cass.
From Davies, Grayson Wall. From Central Cass, Jacoby Anderson.
For sure him.
So Jacoby Anderson for Fargo Davies. Or excuse me, Jacoby Anderson for Central Cass, and Grayson Wald for Fargo Davies as the announced change from our schedule here. As Anderson with the takedown to take a 3-0 lead. 40 seconds gone in period number 1. As Anderson shoots the half, gets the pinfall. Jacoby Anderson for Central Cass, the pinfall victory in period number 1.
Next up, from Davies, Nathan Fick.
So we'll have Nathan Fick for Fargo Davies and Briley Mahar for Central Cass, our next matchup here in exhibition. So Fick, Mahar, our match here on the exhibition side. As we'll start in neutral position, a fresh 2 minutes on the clock. Collar elbow ties. Same position, they'll break apart. Try to set up a move here. Just about halfway through in our exhibition matchups here. 17 scheduled exhibition matches before we get to our varsity competition here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Neutral position. 40 seconds gone. Looking for position. See if they can set something up here. Battle for wrist control. They'll break apart, circle themselves back to the center of the mat. Halfway gone, 55 seconds to go in period number 1. No score, started neutral. Feeling out process. Head tap, shot fake, shot attempt. Mahar with it, double leg, lifting up his opponent, and we'll get a potentially dangerous called there. And a restart back in the center.
That was a nice double leg by Mahar.
35 seconds to go in the period. Still neutral. Shot attempt, Mahar once again, single leg, looking to suck it in. Sprawl attempt, Fick trying to defend. Mahar now in a front headlock position. Edge of the mat, going to try to stay in bounds. See what he can do. Final 15 seconds. Going to try to stay in bounds. Still neutral, now looking to spin behind. Still in a front headlock. Fick grabbing at the near leg. Going to try to defend it. Final couple of seconds. Can Mahar get a takedown before the end of the period? Spin behind, and no. Ran out of time. They'll say it was still neutral, no change. And so Fick and Mahar will go into period number 2 scoreless.
If Mahar would have had a half a second, he would have got that takedown, just short.
Fick wins the choice. He'll choose the down position to begin period number 2 in a scoreless tie. Fresh 2 minutes on the clock. Sit out attempt. Mahar able to defend it, however, and belly out Fick. Has the near wrist draped around the belly, locked with it. Going to see if he can use it, do something with it here in top position. Still scoreless. Fick able to get the arm back free. Now see if he can work himself back to a base. Fick with a power half, now out to the side, going to try to run with it. Gets the turn, now going to look for the pinfall. Can settle in, plenty of time. Fick going to have to try to fight off of his back. Mahar going to look for the pin here for the Squirrels. Has 80 seconds to try to get it. Adjust the grip. Trying to get that second shoulder pin to the mat. Bridge here by Fick. Mahar looking to scoop the head. Does so now. Going to try to get that shoulder to the mat and get the pinfall. Has over a minute to try to get it. Fick trying to bridge, trying to post that near leg and trying to get the roll through. Does so, gets himself back to a belly, but it is a 4-point near fall, so Mahar will open up the scoring. He'll lead 4-0 as he'll shoot the half again. There's the pinfall. As Bradley Mahar for Central Cast, the pinfall, 3 minutes and 16 seconds for the Squirrels against Davies' Nathan Fick.
Coming to the mat from Davies, Fargo Davies, and from Central Cast, Aiden Peterson.
Baroon Galley for Fargo Davies, Aiden Peterson for Central Cast. That is your next exhibition matchup here. As we'll start. Collar elbow ties, couple snap down attempts. Battle for position here. Overhook, underhook. Looks like both the wrestlers maybe trying to set up a throw here. Double unders for Peterson, double overs for Galley. Still battle for head position as they wrestle edge of the mat and try to circle themselves back in. Shot attempt by Galley. Scramble drill. Still neutral. Galley in on a double leg. Peterson holding on, trying to stay neutral, trying to defend. But Galley able to get the takedown, take top control. He'll get the first points of the matchup. He'll take a 3-0 lead. Minute gone in the period, minute remaining here in period number 1. Baroon Galley for Fargo Davies, Aiden Peterson for Central Cass.
Peterson's trying to get based up, and Galley's putting a lot of pressure on.
Has the cradle, now going to try to arch back and see if he can get some near fall points here. Has the hands locked, now just looking to set it up. Peterson trying to defend, trying to break the grip. Looks like he does so. And gets himself back to a base. Galley at the far ankle, going to look for a breakdown. Final 20 seconds of the period. Peterson, though, back up to his feet. Galley in a front headlock position, now into a single leg. Going to look to remain in top control in the final 10 seconds. And we'll get a potentially dangerous here as Peterson's leg twisted at an awkward angle. We'll get a restart here with 9 seconds remaining. Galley will stay in top control. Breakdown off the whistle for Galley. Peterson back up to a base, back up to his feet, going to try to get some points before the end of the period. Runs out of time. And so Baroon Galley of Fargo Davies will take a 3-0 lead into period number 2 against Aiden Peterson. As we'll start neutral position, we begin period number 2. Fresh 2 minutes on the clock. It's again collar and elbow ties, battle for position here in the center of the mat. Snap down attempt, Galley. Peterson, though, able to stay on his feet. Duck under attempt, that's defended. They'll break apart. Come back together in the collar and their elbow tie-up. Battle for position. Battle for head position. Battle for arm position. Battle for arm and wrist control. 35 seconds gone in the period. Galley was looking for a snap down. Peterson double unders. Excuse me, that's Galley double unders. Peterson double overs. See if someone can try to set up a throw here. Edge of the mat they go. Peterson was looking for a hip toss. Out of bounds they go. No change. They'll start neutral with 1:06 to go in period number 2. Back to the center of the mat. Get a restart. Galley with a 3-0 lead, halfway gone in the second period. Center of the mat. Over-unders for both wrestlers. Same for each. See if they can set something up here. 45 seconds to go in the second period. Galley with the lone scoring. He got a takedown in the first. Galley reaching at the near leg, was looking for a single. Peterson, though, able to get his leg back free. Double unders for Galley. Spin behind, looking for a mat return and seeing if Peterson can get the opening points of the match, and does so. Aiden Peterson with a takedown. He'll take his first points, and we're tied up at 3. Final 10 seconds. Peterson just going to try to ride it out and take a tie score into the third period, as he'll be able to just do that. Aiden Peterson gets the takedown in the final 15 seconds, ties it up, as we're all tied at 3 apiece. Going into period number 3, as it looks like we have blood time. Nope. And so Peterson with choice. He'll choose the down position. So Peterson, Galley all tied up at 3. 2 minutes remaining. Bottom man set. Top man on. Off the whistle. Galley looking for a breakdown. Puts in a crossface. Trying to reach through, trying to get a cradle locked up. Has it. Now out to the side, see if he can arch back. Has it, and to the back, near fall points upcoming. Baroon Galley looking for the pinfall victory, as Peterson for the squirrel is going to have to try to fight off of his back. Able to work back to his side, back to his knees. Hands are still locked for Galley. He'll go out to the side and look to run the cradle again. Does have some near fall points upcoming. Hands are still locked, so it's the same move. Now the hands break, but now it is a 4-point near fall, as Galley will retake the lead now at 7-3. Final minute of the match. Galley now with a 4-point lead. Peterson back up to his feet, as Peterson in on a leg, looking for the reversal, has it, faces him. It's a 2-point reversal. Peterson gonna have to do some work on top. He trails by 2 in the final 40 seconds. Coach is telling him to cut him, and he'll do so. It's a 1-point escape. Peterson needs a takedown to try to force a tie. Final 30 seconds of the match. Neither man has been warned for stalling. Peterson double under, see if he can get a throw here. He's going for the lad drop. Galley trying to defend, still neutral. There's the three-point takedown for Galley right to the back. He's going to look for the pinfall victory. Peterson can see if he can fight off his back for the final 10 seconds. But there's the pinfall, and Varun Galley of Fargo Davies, the pinfall victory, 5 minutes and 54 seconds.
From Davies, Varun Galley.
Peterson had to go for it in the last 30 seconds, and he tried that lateral drop and just didn't come out on top. But he had to try that in the last seconds.
Nick Flaherty for Fargo Davies. Riley Miller for Central Cass is our next exhibition matchup here. Fresh 2 minutes on the clock here. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Neutral position. Collar elbow ties. Again, just battle for position. Snap down attempt here by Miller. Looking to spin behind, does so. And Riley Miller will take the first points of the matchup. Get a three-point takedown, and then we'll get a penalty point as Miller on a full Nelson. So give Flaherty the 1 point for penalty. It's 3-1 as we'll get a new start back in the center. Off the whistle, Miller looking to lock up a cradle, has a crossface. Flaherty trying for a stand-up. Now knee slide. Miller, though, able to defend, runs in a half, and we'll get called for another full Nelson here. Second penalty point issued, given up by Miller. It's 3-2. Bottom man set, top man on. Up to his feet is Flaherty, looking to break the grip. Turn, spin, face him. Miller single leg, now into a double leg, looking to retain top control, trying to stay in bounds. Out of bounds they go. And we'll get no change. And so Miller still in top control with 1:04 to go in period number 1. So bottom man set, top man on. Stand up off the whistle for Flaherty. Able to peel, face, and get the escape point, and it's tied at 3. Shot attempt by Miller. Flaherty with a sprawl front headlock. Cow catcher right to the back. Able to roll through is Miller. It is a 3-point takedown for Flaherty. Still has the leg, going to try to walk it back. Try to lock up a cradle. Miller, though, able to get himself back to a base. No near fall points, but it is a 3-point takedown for Nick Flaherty of Davies. He'll take a 6-3 lead. Crossface trying to get a cradle locked up. Miller reaching at the near legs. Flaherty a little bit high. Miller reaching through head and the leg. Going to try to lock up a cradle, see if he can get some near fall points. There's the 2-point reversal right to the back, and Miller going to look for the pinfall. Loses it. There it is, the pinfall. Riley Miller for Central Cass, the pinfall victory. 151 for the Squirrels.
Riley Miller. Next wrestling from Davies, Harris, Abdul Harris. And from Central Cass, Alex Hansen.
Alex Hansen for the Squirrels. Harris, Abdul Harris for Fargo Davies. Our matchup here. Shot attempt, Abdul Harris. Sprawl attempt by Hansen. Still neutral. And out of bounds. No change. Abdul Harris unable to keep a foot in bounds, and so we'll go back to the center. No score in the neutral position. Collar elbow ties. Abdul Harris snap down attempt. Shot attempt, Hansen. Abdul Harris, cow catcher, right to the back, looking for the pinfall. Abdul Harris going to try to get the pinfall. Has the 3-point takedown. And try to readjust. Hansen back to his base, but it is a 3-point near fall for Abdelhairs. He'll take a 6-0 lead. We've wrestled a minute here in period number 1. 5 more exhibition matches scheduled after this one here on YourLiveEvent.com, and then we'll have our varsity competition. Out of bounds they go. We'll get a new start. Harris Abdelhairs for Fargo Davies, a 6-0 lead against Central Cass's Alec Hansen. 47 seconds remaining in period number 1. Hansen up to his feet, gets the escape. Make it 6-1. Hansen looking for the headlock, has it. Out of bounds, unable to keep the foot in bounds. And they'll say it stays neutral. And so it's still 6-1. Hansen got the throw, just unable to keep the foot in bounds. Shot attempt by Abdelhairs off the whistle. Front headlock by Hansen. Looking to run him over, trying for the takedown. Transitions it into a modified headlock right to the back. Hansen with the takedown, 6-4. Alex Hansen for the Squirrels going to look for the pinfall. 15 seconds to try to get Abdelhairs trying to fight off of his back. Final 10 seconds of the period. There it is. Alex Hansen for the Squirrels. The pinfall, 151 for the Squirrels. Reese Miller for Fargo Davies. Jake Myron for the Squirrels. That's our next matchup here on our exhibition matches here in Central Cass. 4 more after this. Shot attempt. Neutral position. Double unders here for Miller. Looking to set up a bear hug. Has the hands locked. Now going to try to throw it. Headlock attempt here by Myron. Right to the back. There's the takedown. And Myron going to look for the pinfall victory here. 30 seconds in. Miller, though, able to get himself back to his knees. It is a 2-point near fall. And now we got a scramble. Myron, though, able to remain in top control. Spin behind, and he'll stay in control with 45 seconds gone in the first period. It's a 5-0 lead for Jake Myron for the Squirrels. Miller back up to his feet in a front headlock position. Myron able to get back up to his feet, and now the escape point will be given. 5-1 as Reese Miller gets the escape point. Throw. Myron looking to keep it, has a headlock. Miller trying to pop the head out. Still no change, still neutral position. 40 seconds to go in the period. As Miller, though, now able to pop the head, gets the takedown. 5-4. Myron back up to his feet. Grabbing at the near leg. Brings Miller back down, looking to spin behind the head. Does so, gets the reversal. Myron with a 2-point reversal, 7-4. Final 10 seconds of period number 1. Miller back up to his feet, able to face him, and gets an escape point at 7-5. Shot attempt. Final couple of seconds, scramble, and the whistle, no change. An action-packed first period sees Jake Myron for the Squirrels a 7-5 lead over Davies' Reese Miller. Miller wins the flip. He'll defer. Myron will take the top position. Bottom man set, top man on. Off the whistle. Myron with a breakdown. Chicken wing. Also at the far wrist. Now looking to run around the head, see if he can get some near fall points. Now we'll switch it to go the other way. Puts in a half. Looking to stack Miller up. Myron looking for the pinfall. There it is. Jake Myron for the Squirrels. The pinfall. 2-23 for Central Cass.
Up next, from Davies, Tyson Applelock. And from Central Cast, Jaden Hale.
Tyson Appletoff for Fargo Davies, Jaden Hale for the Squirrels. Our next exhibition matchup. Off the whistle. We'll start in the neutral position. 3 more exhibition matches following this one. Edge of the mat, or center of the mat, excuse me. 30 seconds gone, shot attempt. Hale with a sprawl. Appletoff looking to get the single. They'll break apart, stay neutral position. 35 seconds gone in period number 1. Still neutral position in the center of the mat. Looking for wrist control. Under a minute now to go in period number 1. Appletoft and Hale here in our exhibition matchups. Looking for wrist control, looking for control. Hale with a shot attempt, single leg. Appletoft was looking for a front headlock. Hale, though, able to duck the head, get the takedown. He'll score the first points of the matchup. It's a 3-0 lead for Central Cass's Jaden Hale. Half Nelson. Looking to run with it. Under 30 to go in the period. Hale still in top control. Appletoff able to get himself back to a base. Post the far leg. Hale at the near ankle. Looking for a breakdown. Appletoff trying to get a quick escape before the end of the period. Hale out in front. Appletoff up to his feet, and did he get the escape? No, ran out of time, did Appletoff, so Hale will take a 3-0 lead into period number 2. Appletoft wins the flip. He defers. Hale will choose neutral. We'll go neutral to begin our period number 2. Hale with a 3-0 lead. Center of the mat, once again, battle for wrist control, battle for position. .20 seconds gone in the period. Head tap. Snap down attempt here by Appletoft. Hale now in on a double leg. Looking to drive it. And gets the takedown. So Hale doubles his lead now, make it 6-0. Takedown in the first, now a takedown in the second. See what Hale can do in top position. Looking to get a half out to the side, trying to run with it. Appletoft trying to defend, gets himself back to a base, up to his feet, spins, faces, gets his first points of the matchup. Appletoft with the escape point, 6-1. Final 40 seconds of period number 2. Jaden Hale, a 6-1 lead. Got a takedown in each period. Appletoft just on the scoreboard with an escape here in period number 2. Battle for head position. Hale was looking for a shuck attempt. Appletoft defends. Final 20 seconds of the period. Neutral position. Final 15 seconds. Final 10 seconds now. Still neutral. Trying to set something up, nothing doing, and so we'll go to period number 3. Jaden Hale for the Squirrels, a 6-1 lead going into period number 3, against Fargo Davies, Tyson Appletoft. Appletoft will start in the down position. Get a caution on red. Now bottom man set, top man on. Off the whistle. Stand-up attempt by Appletop. Able to peel the hands. Turn spin behind. We'll get an escape point. Also, we'll get a clasping call. So it's 2 points there for Appletoft. 1 for the clasp and 1 for the escape, a 6-3. That's important, as now a takedown would tie it for Appletoft for the Eagles. So collar, elbow ties once again. Neither wrestler has been warned for stalling. Keep that in mind here as well in the final 90 seconds of our match. Still neutral position. Hale can just afford to try to own the neutral position. Appletop, 70 seconds to try to get a takedown. Wrist control, battle for it. See if a wrestler can try to set something up. 2-on-1 for Appletop. See if he can set something up. Shot attempt, single leg. Hale able to get the legs back free. Appletoft able to get back up to his feet. They stay neutral. No change, same score. Appletoft still going to try to have to set something up here. Final 40 seconds of the match. Hale just needs to try to stay in good position, not give up anything. Appletoft once again 2-on-1, looking for wrist control, going to try to set something up with it. Final 20 seconds of the matchup. Appletoft double leg attempt. Now into a single, going to try to finish it. Has 10 seconds to try to do so. Looking for a trip, scramble. Final 5 seconds. Appletoft pops the head, gets the takedown. And it's tied at 6. Going to try to ride out the final few seconds. He does so. Appletop with a takedown in the final 10 seconds. And Tyson Appletop, Jaden Hale, we're going to overtime. 1 minute on the clock. First points wins it here in our first overtime period. See if someone can set up a takedown. In 1 minute here in overtime. Shot attempt. Hale with it. Double leg. Looking to drive. See if he can finish it. Appletop trying to defend. Trying to hold on. Hale able to pop the head out and looking for the takedown. There's the takedown. Appletop will belly himself out, but Jaden Hale will get the takedown in overtime. A 9-6 victory for Jaden Hale for the Squirrels over Fargo Davies. Tyson Appletoft. Couple more matches with the call of the next match, Dan Weber.
Next match, from Davies, Caden Butler, and from Central Cass, Riley Miller.
Okay, we've got Caden Butler from Fargo Davies versus Riley Miller from the Central Cass Squirrels. We're going to switch referees here.
We have Corey Herlickson referee.
Okay, both wrestlers are in a tie. Butler picks up a single leg. They're off on the edge of the mat. No points yet. Miller's going to go for a headlock. It slips on him, and Butler gets the 3-point takedown. Butler grabs an ankle. Butler's looking a little high right now. Miller's going to try and grab that head. There, Miller gets a 2-point reversal and right to back points. Miller's trying to get settled in here, trying to get that reverse half in, lift that head. He's going to have to rotate a little bit. Butler's doing a good job of trying to fight off his back. Miller gets a 4-point near fall. Miller got a 1 count but wasn't able to get the 2 count. He's going to try and lock up that cradle. And Miller off the mat. Miller was trying for a half Nelson there on the edge of the mat, and Butler was able to stand up and get off the mat. We got 41 seconds left in the first period. Miller's ahead 6-3 over Butler from Davies. Miller's in the top position. He's going to try for that cradle again. Butler gets a 1-point escape. So they're both in the neutral position. They're tied up, trying to keep their head position. There's a headlock try from Miller. He slips again. And Butler gets a 3-point takedown. Butler's a little high again. Miller's trying to shake him off. Butler's got the leg in. Butler's ahead 7-6 right now. And there's a 2-point reversal for Miller. And that's the end of the first period. Riley Miller from Central Cass has an 8-7 lead over Caden Butler from Fargo Davies. Green defers, and Davies is going to take the down position. So Miller from Central Cass will start out in the top position. Again, the score is 8-7 Central Cass. We've got a whistle. Full Nelson, 1 point for Davies. So that's going to tie it up at 8. Miller will be in the top position again. Butler tries for the stand-up, gets a quick escape. There was a technical infraction there. So Butler got 1 point escape and 1 point technical infraction. So Butler's ahead 10-8. And we're going to go to the neutral. We're going to start in the neutral position. Butler's got that left arm in pretty tight. He's going to try for a hip toss here. Just didn't get in quite tight enough. Miller's in on a double leg takedown. Butler tries to roll through. Miller's still working on that. There he's got the two leg. He had the double leg. He had the arms around the waist, so he was awarded the 3-point takedown, and he goes right into a 2-point near fall. So Miller takes a 13-10 lead with 1:10 left in the second period. Miller's on the top. He's got the half Nelson in. He's going to pick up that near ankle. He lost it, and Butler gets a 1-point escape. Miller's in on a double leg again. He's trying to, there he gets control. He gets a 2-point takedown. He's close to near fall, but not quite. He's trying to drive that shoulder across. And there he's getting the count. He's got the reverse half in. He's going to bring him his way. He's going to rotate a little bit. Butler punches through and is able to get back to his base. Miller gets a 2-point near fall, so Miller from Central Cass takes an 18-11 lead with 25 seconds left. Miller locks up a cradle, but they run out of bounds. So 23 seconds left in the second period. Miller from Central Cass is ahead 18-11. Miller's going to be in the top position. Butler's trying for a stand-up. Miller gets him broken down. Miller's a little high. Butler rolls through with a 2-point reversal, and they're counting back points. Miller's going to try and punch through. Miller's fighting off his back. And there's a 4-point near fall for Butler. So Butler is behind 17-18. Miller has the lead going into the third period. We're going to start out in the neutral position, shooting for takedowns. Again, Miller's ahead 18-17, just beginning the third period. They're tied up right now. Miller's in on a double. He lost his legs and went down to his stomach. Still no change. He's got the single leg still. He's trying to pick up that single, trying to come around. Butler gets a 3-point takedown. Butler's going to put that leg in. He's a little high right now. Miller's going to try and twist. And they're counting back points for Butler. Miller's trying to get his hips up. There's a 4-point near fall. So Butler takes a 24-18 lead with 1 minute left in the third period. To reversal. I believe they gave him 2-point near fall too. So we're Butler from Davies is ahead 26-20. We've got 52 seconds left in the third period. Butler's going to start out in the down position. We've got a caution on Central Cass. Miller's in the top position. Butler stands up right away and runs away and gets the 1-point escape. Butler is in on a single, trying to pick that up, trying to drive. No points yet. Miller from Central Cass is on top. He's got to get that arm around the waist. There, he's got the arm around the waist. Gets a 2. Nope, they called off the takedown. So Butler gets a 3-point takedown, and he gets counting back points right now. 15 seconds left in the third period. And there's the pin for Butler.
Winner by fall from Davies.
So we're down to 2 exhibition matches left.
From Davies, Jaden Swenson.
So Jaden Swenson for Fargo Davies and Logan Bender for Central Cass. Here our next exhibition matchup here. Neutral position. Battle for position. Shot fake. As Bender headgear comes off, or the strap does, so they'll give him a chance to put it back on. And we'll go back to the center. 11 seconds gone in the period. Restart back in neutral position. Collar elbow ties. Again, battle for position. Shot fake attempt by Swenson, but Bender able to get his leg back free. They'll stay neutral. 30 seconds gone. Shot attempt, reshot by Bender, then reshot by Swenson. They'll stay neutral. Shook attempt by Bender. Swenson, though, able to stay facing. 45 seconds gone in the period. Shot attempt by Bender. They'll stay neutral. Reshot here. Bender gets the near ankle, looking to suck it in, looking to drive with it. Swenson with a sprawl, front headlock, cross face. Bender back up to his feet. Swenson looking for a snap down. Has Bender back to his knees. Now looking to spin behind. Grabbing at the far leg, still neutral. Now we'll look to drive him down, and there's the takedown. 3-point takedown here for Jaden Swenson. Going to look for some back points now a little bit high as Bender able to stack him up. And we got a defensive pin. Swenson a little high. Bender able to take advantage of it. Just stacks Swenson up, and Logan Bender the defensive pin for Central Cass.
Our next match. From Davies.
Final JV exhibition matchup here. Jack Larson for Fargo Davies and Cade Forward for the Squirrels.
So we've had 17 exhibition matches tonight, getting these young men some experience on the mat. It's good for everybody. We're going to start this. Jake Larson from Fargo Davies versus Cade Forward from Central Cass. Larson is in on a fireman's carry, trying to finish it. Forward's doing a nice job of combating that, and they're gonna break up and start out in the neutral position again. They're both looking for the tie up, trying to get that head position. They'll break away. get a fresh start here. And forwards in on a double leg. And he gets a 3-point takedown. They're off on the edge of the mat. Forward brings him back toward the center. Forward's trying to break him down, and he lets him go for a 1-point escape. So forward is ahead 3-1 with 1:10 left in the first period. They're tied up again here. Trying to get something set up. They're on the edge of the mat. Little pushing, little shoving. Larson tried for a snap down. Forward wasn't having it. Larson tried for a headlock and missed. Forward's behind him and takes him down for another 3-point takedown. 40 seconds left in the first period. Forward from Central Cass is ahead 6-1. Larson gets a stand up and forward lets him go for a 1-point escape. And they go right back to the tie up. Larson in on a double leg. He's trying to drive. Forward has a nice sprawl. Trying to extend him out. He's got the far ankle. Nice sprawl. Spins around and gets a 3-point takedown for forward. Larson sits out right away, stands up, gets the 1-point escape. We're exchanging takedowns for escapes here, and that's the end of the first period. Forward from Central Cass is ahead 9-3. Forward defers. Larson's going to take the neutral position. So we're going to be shooting takedowns again, starting the second period. Forward is from Central Cass is ahead 9-3. And they're back to that tie up again. They're both pushing back and forth, trying to get that hand control. Larson tried for a headlock again. He was able to go through. Larson tried for a fireman's carry. Our forward's doing a nice job of trying to spin around. Still no points. Larson staying with it and gets a 3-point takedown. So forward gets a 3-point takedown, takes a 12-3 lead over Larson from Davies. Larson's got that armbar hooked up. Looks like he's trying to get that far wrist. There's a big crossface. And forward takes him to his back. Larson trying to bridge out of it. Forward's got the head and arm right now. Just trying to settle in. Plenty of time. 55 seconds left. Larson's trying to bridge out of it. Forward's putting the pressure on. Trying to get. And there's the pin for forward from Central Cass. With 46 seconds left in the second period. So that's going to do it for our preliminary matches. We had 17 of them, and we will go to a break for our sponsors.
When it comes to keeping your home comfortable, Bears Home Solutions has all your needs covered. From expert heating and cooling services to top-notch plumbing and fireplace installations, their team ensures your home stays cozy year-round. Trust their experienced professionals to handle it all efficiently, affordably, and with a smile. Ready to upgrade? Call Bears Home Solutions at 701-365-0365 or check them out on Facebook. Bears Home Solutions, where comfort meets excellence.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Oh, we're back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on YLE as we'll get a busy night here in our exhibition matchups here as we had 17 exhibition matches right here. As, again, they're going over the Central Cass lineups here. Again, 13 weight classes here in the state of North Dakota. 107, 114, 121, 127, 133, 139, 145, 152, 160, 172, 189, 215 pounds at 285 pounds. Those are the 13 weight classes here in the state of North Dakota. Again, a busy week of wrestling here for Central Cass at a triangular on Tuesday. Back here in Central Cass, of course, the duel against Fargo Davies, and then they're off to rugby tomorrow and Saturday for the Rugby Panthers tournament here for Central Cass as we get approaching our tournament time. Again, the state tournament is 5 weeks from today. 5 weeks from today is when our first day of the state tournament. Thursday, again, we'll have audio coverage for you on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay tuned as we finalize the exact coverage plans for you on YourLiveEvent.com for the 2025 state wrestling tournament. Thursday, Friday, the duels on Saturday here in the state of North Dakota. Take a break. When we come back, it is our opening matches when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Get your starting lineups here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Of course, with a wrestling duel here these are subject to change. For Central Cass, 107, Derek Jorson. For Davies, Cooper Mock. 114, John Call for the Squirrels. Hudson Shaw for Davies. 121, Jacob Urbach for the Squirrels. And Elias Elricks for Fargo Davies. 127, Simon Schneider for the Squirrels. Alex Tagan for Davies. 133, Ben Quittschreiber for Central Cass. Talon Techschreiber for Fargo Davies. 139, Iverson Cooney for the Squirrels. Cole Savageau for Davies. 145, Grady Link for the Squirrels. Marcus Cheney for Fargo Davies. 152, Aiden Thummel for the Squirrels. Nolan Mock for the Eagles. 160, Alex Call for Central Cass. Luke Conroy for Fargo Davies. 170, Caden Graver for Central Cass. Marcus Jala for Davies. Aiden Aarons for Central Cass at 189. Malachi Wermeyer for Davies, 215. McCoy Ferguson for Central Cass. Austin Burrell for Davies. And 285, Jennings Cooney for the Squirrels. Gus Wermeyer for Fargo Davies.
Okay, at 107 pounds for Central Cass, we have Derek Jorison from Central Cass and Cooper Mack from Fargo Davies. Jorison gets a 3-point takedown right on the edge of the mat. He's working on those arm bars, and we'll get a fresh start in the center. Jorison will be in the top position. Mack will be down. Got a minute 37 seconds left in the first period. Jorison breaks him down to his hip. Working on the arm bar again. He's got that far wrist. Getting ready to set that up and run that around the head. Small steps, around the head. Taking his time. He's still got the arm bar and the wrist. Walking that around the head. Now he's going to switch. Now he's going to reset. So Jorison's in the top position. We've got 1 minute left in the first period. Jorison's ahead 3-0. He's got the leg in. He's trying the crossface. Mack has got Jorison's leg. Jorison's going to try for the near side cradle here. Jorison sprawling out, trying to avoid that cradle. Mack sprawling out, sorry. Jorison had the head in the side. Mack rolls through. Jorison still in control. And Mack gets the 1-point escape. 20 seconds left in the first period. They're both in the tie-up. Jorison's in on a single leg. He's going to back out. He's got the underhook, looking for the head position there. Tried for the ankle pick. Gets the ankle pick, keeps that left arm. 3-point takedown for Jorison. And that's the end of our first period. Jorison from Central Cass takes a 6-1 lead over Mack from Davies.
Great job with Jorison there, wrestling the full 2 minutes. Those are one of those things, those takedowns at the end of the period where you can get those 3 points and keep them, ride them out for the last 2 periods where you can prevent your opponent from answering. Those are the big things when it comes to later on in a match.
We've got a warning here on red. Didn't have the arm around the waist properly. Just a warning, no points. So Mack is on top from Davies. Jorison's trying to stand up. He's trying to get the hand control, trying to get those hips out, working on that escape, and there's one for Jorison, 1 escape. Jorison's in on a double leg. There's a 3-point takedown. He's got that leg scissored of Mack, trying to work up on the head, trying to get that power half in. Mack is stretching himself out. Jorison's going to work up now. He's got the 2-on-1. Got Mack broken down to his stomach. Jorson's staying heavy. Jorson throws the leg in. Max trying to shuck him off his hips. Trying to get Jorson a little high. Jorson's in good position right now. Jorson's got the cradle. Got the cradle locked up. He's going to come backwards with that cradle. Jorson's fighting it. Jorson's trying to stretch out. And Jorson is going to get a reset here. Jorson's got the far 2-on-1. Max trying to work up to his base. We're down to 5 seconds left in the second period. And warning, stalling red. So Jorson from Central Cass has a 10-1 lead over Mac from Davies going into the third period. We're going to start off in the neutral position. Jorson takes a shot. Max sprawls and stops it. They're both tied up, trying to look for some position here, trying to look for some hand control. Jorson's in on the ankle. Nice ankle pick. Jorson gets a 3-point takedown. He's going to run this half. He's got Mac's legs locked up. And Jorson gets off to the side. He gets a 1 count. No back points there. Jorson's going to let him up for an escape. So Mac gets a 1-point escape. Jorson's ahead 13-2 with a minute left in the the third period. They're both going to try and set a takedown up here. Trying to get that hand control, fighting those wrists. Jorson's in on a single, off on the edge of the mat and off the mat. 52 seconds left in the third period. Jorson from Central Cass is ahead 13-2 over Mac from Davies. They'll be in the neutral position again. They're into the tie-up. Jorson tried that ankle pick. Mac was able to move that leg. Jorson's heavy on the head. Comes around the side, gets a 3-point takedown. He's going to try for the near side cradle. He's got the head in the side, trying for that near side cradle. We're down to 20 seconds left in the third period. Scores 16-2 Jorson. And Jorson lets him up. Gives Mac a 1-point escape, so 16-3. Jorson's trying to get that last takedown here in the last 10 seconds. And Jorson comes around, spins, doesn't quite have it. So Jorson ends up with the 16-3 win.
Winner by major decision from Central Cass, Derek Jorson.
So it's a major decision victory there for Derek Jorson.
From Davies, Hudson Shaw. And from Central Cass, John Call.
Hudson Shaw for Fargo Davies. John Call for Central Cass here at 114 pounds. .114, center of the mat, neutral position, Call and Shaw here at 114 pounds, our second weight class. Call in on a snap down. Shaw, though, able to get himself back up to his feet. And they'll stay neutral. 20 seconds in. Shot attempt once again by Call. Shaw, though, able to get his leg back free. And we stay neutral, scoreless. 30 seconds in. 4-0. We'll see how important that is. The major decision only there at 107 if that plays into the eventual dual score a little bit later on here tonight. 45 seconds gone in the first period. Still no score. Call in on a shot attempt. Single leg. Able to lift it up. Going to try to suck it in. See if he can get the first points of the matchup. Now looking for a trip inside. There's the trip and there's the takedown. So Call gets the first points of the match. It's a 3-0 lead for John Call of Central Cass. We'll see what Shaw for the Eagles. See if he can try to work himself back up to a base. Up to his knees, post the far leg. Trying to put in a leg was John Call for Central Cass. Sit out attempt for Shaw. Edge of the mat they go. Out of bounds. And we'll get a restart. No change. John Call for the Squirrels. Still in top control.
John did a nice job of finishing that single leg takedown.
Able to get a breakdown off the whistle is call for the Squirrels. Under 30 seconds to go in our first period here on our Bank North scoreboard. Again, online, banknorth.bank. Now 20 seconds. Call still riding tough on top for the Squirrels. Shaw for Davies was looking for a stand-up, nothing doing. Call able to defend, get him back to a belly, as Call will just look to ride out the final few seconds of period number 1. 5 seconds and ticking. Out in front. He's looking to drape the arm around the back, runs out of time, as Call will ride out the first period. He'll take a 3-0 lead. John Call for the Squirrels against his opponent from Davies, Hudson Shaw. Shaw with choice, he'll choose the neutral position to begin our second period. Call the lone points of the match, a 3-point takedown for the Squirrels. Center of the mat, battle for position. .30 seconds gone in the second period. Still 3-0 lead for Central Cass's John Call. For the Squirrels, here's we wrestle. EDC. Dual matchup. Shot fake. Snap down. Able to back up to his feet was Shaw. But then a reshot here by Call for the Squirrels. Out of bounds they go. No change back to the center. Call for Central Cass. Still a 3-0 lead. Shot fake off the whistle by Call. Nothing doing. Head position. Looking for a snap down. Reshot here by Shaw. Looking to spin behind. Call back up to his feet. They'll break apart. They'll stay neutral. And no change. Still a 3-0 lead for the Squirrel. Under a minute now. Shuck attempt by Call. Nothing doing. We stay neutral. Battle here, center of the mat on that Squirrel logo. They'll break apart. They'll circle themselves back to the inner circle. 35 seconds to go in the second period. Second match of the duel. Central Cass leads at 4-0. Derek Jorson for the Squirrels, a major decision victory. Final 20 seconds. We've been neutral the entire second period so far. Call was looking for a breakdown or a snap down. Nothing doing. Final 10 seconds. Shot attempt here. Shaw for Davies. Single leg. Call in the near ankle. Looking to spin behind. See if he can get a takedown before the end of the period. Unable to do so. Cannot beat the buzzer. And we'll go to period number 3. John Call for the Squirrels. A 3-0 lead over Fargo Davies, Hudson Shaw. Call with choice. He'll choose the down position. Off the whistle. Shaw looking for a breakdown. Needs to try to get a turn here. Call looking for a sit out. Shaw, though, crossface, looking to lock up the cradle, trying to get the hands locked. Now needs to try to arch it back. Does so. Has near fall points upcoming. Call going to have to try to fight off his back. Hudson Shaw for Davies, locks in the leg, knee in the side, head in the temple, gonna look for the pinfall. Call gonna have to try to fight off his back. Plenty of time for Shaw to try to settle in. Call breaks the grip, trying to belly himself back out. It will be 4 near fall points. Shaw keeps there's the break of the grip. It is a 4-point near fall, so Shaw with his first points of the lead. Hudson Shaw with now a 4-3 lead. As we wrestle, 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. And now John Call for the Squirrels. Got to try to do something in the down position. sit-out position. Shaw puts in a leg. Call looking to turn face, trying to get that point back, trying to retake the lead if he can get a reversal. Shaw out to the side. Call for Central Cass, reaching at the near leg, looking to drive, see if he can get the reversal. Shaw a little bit high. Call going to try to pop the head, get a reversal of his own, and retake the lead. Does so. There's the reversal. And so John Call now will retake the lead at 5-4, under 30 seconds to go. Shaw needs an escape to try to send us to overtime. Call puts in a leg, looking to ride out the final few seconds. 15 seconds. Shaw needs the escape point. Call hooks in a leg, no stalling warnings for either wrestler. Final 10 seconds. Shaw posting that near leg, needs the escape. Final 5 seconds. Call looking to hold on. Shaw up to one leg, runs out of time. And John Call, the reversal in the third period, will take a 5-4 victory for Central Cass. That'll extend Central Cass's lead at 7-0. Jacob Urbach for Central Cass at 121. And Eli Streets of Fargo Davies. So 7,021 pounds. As Urbach the takedown. Give him a 3-0 lead, and we'll get a whistle. Back up to the feet. We'll get a potentially dangerous called, and we'll start back in the center. Urbach, a freshman for Central Cass. Streets, a sophomore, bumping up from 114. So Urbach in top control here at 121 pounds. Up to his feet is Streets, looking for the escape point. Urbach will get a stalling warning called. Out of bounds they go. Urbach did get warned for stalling, so that's his first. Keep that in mind as we progress later on in this matchup. No change. Urbach still in top control for the Squirrels. Off the whistle. Urbach looking for a breakdown. Trying to put in the chicken wing. Has it. See what he can do with it. See if he can run out to the side. Get some near fall points. Chicken wing. Streets trying to get hip down. Trying to defend. Trying to get his arm back free. 40 seconds remaining in the first period. Urbach out to the side. Try to lock up a cradle. Works as a breakdown. And we'll get a whistle, and the headgear comes off. We'll let him time as a stoppage on the mat. Stoppage here. Timeout from Cass County Mutual. Visit them online at casscountymutual.com to find an agent near you. So bottom man set. Top man on as we'll get a restart here. Central Cass leads the duel 7-0. Up to the feet is Streets and gets the escape point. So 3-1, Urbach with the lead for Central Cass here at 121 pounds. Shot attempt by Urbach, sprawl by Streets in a front headlock, looking to lock up a throw. Urbach back up to his feet, and that'll do it for period number 1. Jacob Urbach for the Squirrels will take a 3-1 lead into the second period. Urbach with choice. He'll choose neutral to begin our second period. Battle in the center. Head taps here by Streets. Still neutral position. Now they'll come together. Collar and elbow tie. Battle so you can get some wrist position. Half a minute gone here in our second period. Urbach got a takedown in the first. Streets got an escape in there. That's how we get to a 3-1 score here in period number 2. Collar elbow ties, 2-on-1, arm control, throw by. Streets looking for the takedown, spin behind, and there's the takedown. So Streets with his first lead, he takes a 4-3 lead. Out in front, Urbach up to his feet, gets the escape, and we're tied at 4. A takedown apiece, an escape apiece. That's how we get to 4-4. A minute remaining in the second period, halfway through our match at 121 pounds. Shot attempt, Urbach, single leg, sprawl by Streets. Urbach looking to suck in that leg. Scramble position here, 40 seconds. Still neutral. Urbach looking to lock in the double leg. Streets reaching through, grabbing at the far leg, and we'll get a stalemate called. No change, back to the center, 31 seconds to go in period number 2. Urbach, Streets all tied up at 4. The Squirrels with a 7-0 lead in the duel on our Bank North scoreboard. Restart in the center, Urbach, double leg. Looking to suck it in, sprawl attempt. Urbach one leg, both hands to the back. There's the takedown. So Urbach retakes the lead now at 7-4. Final 10 seconds. See if we can get a couple quick near fall points. Streets able to get himself back to the belly, but it counted 2. So quick 2-point near fall for Urbach extends the lead. He'll take a 5-point lead at 9-4 going into our final period. Bottom man set, top man on. Streets will start in the down position to begin our third period. Streets looking for a headlock in the down position, trying to stack it up, see if he can get a defensive pin. Urbach, though, able to roll through, and he'll stay in top position. No points, no change in that sequence. Urbach now trying to shoot a half. Has the near leg hooked. Near ankle hooked. Loses it. Urbach trying to set something up on top. Out a little bit in front. Urbach, though, able to grab the near ankle, get a breakdown, spin behind, stay in top control, retain that 5-point lead. Now hooks the near ankle. 50 seconds gone in the period. Urbach still in top control. Now he'll run a half. Out to the side, looking to run with it, see if he can extend the lead, get some near fall points. Streets trying to defend, not quite at a near fall position. There's the near fall. Official counting, gets to a count of 4, so for sure 4 near fall points. Now, Urbach will readjust, look for the pinfall. Streets the high bridge. Urbach into the reverse half Nelson finish. He can settle in. There's the pin. Jacob Urbach for Central Cass, the pinfall victory in 5:22 for the Squirrels.
Jacob Urbach at 127 pounds. From Davies, Alex Tangen. And from Central Cass, Simon Schneider.
Okay, we're going to move on to 127 pounds. The dual score right now is Central Cass 13, Fargo Davies 0. 127 pounds, we have Simon Schneider from Central Cass versus Alex Tangen from Fargo Davies. They're both tied up here on the edge of the mat. Schneider's turning into the center. Tangen's working on that underhook series, trying to get his head position. Schneider grabs a single leg off the on the edge of the mat. And Tangen spins around to get the 3-point takedown on the edge of the mat.
3-point takedown, Davies.
Tangen's got the chicken wing, grabbing that far wrist. Now he's going to go with the deep waist. He's going to walk around the head. Tangen's trying to fight that. No back points yet. Now Tangen's getting some back points. Schneider's trying to fight off his back, trying to get And he tries to roll through. He's getting his base, got his hips up, able to get 4-point near fall for Davies. No points awarded to Schneider yet. Schneider's trying to come around. They're right on the edge of the mat. There's a 2-point reversal for Schneider. Still on the edge of the mat. And they're off the mat.
Again, there's that 1 point of contact rule. Schneider, a great job there. Just kept that 1 foot in. Years past, might have not even been a reversal. And Tangen might have retained top control. But the change in the rule, Schneider using it to perfection to get that reversal. He trails 7-2.
And Schneider's going to start off in the top position. We've got 25 seconds left in the first period. He's doing a good job of keeping his weight on Tangen right now. Tangen's ahead 7-2. Schneider's trying to set something up here. Very heavy on the head right now. He's got the far wrist. There, he sinks the half. He's trying to get around. Doesn't have a lot of time. And that's the end of the first period. Alex Tangen from Fargo Davies is ahead 7-2 over Simon Schneider from Central Cass. This is the 127-pound weight class. Tangen's going to start out in the down position, Schneider in the top position to start out the second period. Tangen's up to his feet right away, gets the 1 point escape. They're tied up right away, trying to get that hand control. Tangen's in on a single leg off the edge of the mat. No points. And red gets warned for stalling. So they're going to start in the center of the mat again in the neutral position. Tangen tries for an ankle pick. He misses it. They're over on the edge of the mat again. Tangen's got the 2-on-1. Trying to keep that head position there. Schneider's trying to set something up. They're tied up again, looking for hand control. Trying to set up that takedown. Schneider was in on tried a double leg. Tangen hipped right into him, took him to his back for a 3-point takedown. Tangen's got that 1 point inbounds, and there's the pin for Tangen. With 51 seconds left in the second period, Tangen from Davies gets the pin.
Winner by fall from Davies, Alex Tangen.
Seeing another rule change here, the fact that
33 pounds. From Davies, Talon Terscherer. And from Central Cass, Ben Quitzriver.
Ben Quitzschreiber for Central Cass at 133. Talon Tuscher for Fargo Davies.
3-point takedown.
Terscherer gets the 3-point takedown right away. Quickschreiber's trying to base up, trying to stand up. Short sits. Terschere's working on a cradle. He's got the cradle locked up. Schreiber's trying to fight that, trying to peel those hands. There, he gets it peeled. Terschere's got the arm bar in. He's got the wrist and the chicken wing. Potentially dangerous. Going across the shoulders at not a good angle. So Quickschreiber's going to start on the bottom. Tries a switch right off the whistle. Terscherer sticks in both legs, spreads him out. Ben's trying to get to his base. He's got control of that left wrist. Tertiar's got the still got the one leg in now. Ben's trying to get hand control. Tertiar's working on the cross face. He's got the leg in. Quickschreiber does a good job of basing down. Now Ben's coming up to his hands and knees. He's got some hand control there. Tertiar's got those double legs in deep. So that's the end of the first period. Tertiar from Fargo Davies is ahead 3-0 at the 133-pound weight class. We'll start off the second period in the neutral position.
Going back to 127 pounds, another rule there to promote offense, to try to promote scoring there is used to be back in the day you could not get a pin, could not get near fall points if your opponent with the back was outside of the circle. Again, another change just to try to promote offense, promote scoring, and works in favor of Tengen getting the first points of the match for Davies.
Tertiar was able to sink in a half Nelson, and there's the pin. With 1:34 left in the second period, Talon Tertiar gets the pin over Ben Quickschreiber.
At 139 pounds, from Davies, Cole Savageau, and from Central Cass, Ivor Cooney.
Ivor Cooney for Central Cass and Cole Savageau for Fargo Davies. That's your matchup at 139 pounds as Davies within one at 13-12. Savageau looking to push the pace here on offense. Head control, edge of the mat. Cooney trying to stay in bounds. Cooney with a front headlock looking for the snap down. They go out of bounds, no change. So back-to-back pins for Fargo Davies at 27 and 33. Puts this into a one-point match as we'll get a blood time here. A timeout from Taupe Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Taupe Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give Taupe Insurance a call today at 701-347-4045. That's 701-347-4045. Again, we'll get blood time picked up there. 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining in period number one. Thank you for joining us here. Radar Brady Siebels, Dan Weber, the call for you here. EDC Wrestling, Central Cass, and Fargo Davies here tonight from Castleton. We'll get a restart back in the center after the blood time. Shuck attempt here by Savageau, but able to defend it was Cooney. They stay neutral. Savageau again looking to push the pace. 2-on-1, arm control. See if he can set up something with it. Shot fake attempt here by Cooney. They stay neutral. Shot attempt, Cooney. Front headlock looking for a snap down. Savage, though, able to get up back to his feet, keep it neutral. And Savage now 2-on-1. Russian tie with an ankle pick and the takedown. So Savage with a 3-point takedown to the back. Now he's going to look for the pinfall. Cooney going to have to try to fight off of his back here at 139 pounds. Does so, bellies himself out, but it is a 3-point near fall. And so 7-0 in favor of Cole Savageau as the nose plug comes off of Cooney. So we'll get another blood time here. Again, that's blood time. They're brought to you by Cass County Mutual and Taupe Insurance. So we'll get that nose plug back in. Also clean up the mat here. Coach Travis Lamar going to grab the disinfectant wipe and then sanitize the mat here after the blood time. So go back to the center of the mat here. Bottom end set. Savageau will start in the optional start and give up the escape point. So make it 7-1 as Cooney gets his first points of the match. As shot attempt, Savageau with the takedown. 10-1, he'll give up the escape point. Make it now 10-2. 36 seconds remaining. As we'll also get like a 1-point penalty point. Get an unsportsmanlike called on Savageau, so make it now 10-3. So a 7-point lead now for Savageau. Shot attempt, ankle pick. Cooney, though, able to stay in neutral position, was looking for a throw by. Reshot. Savageau will shoot again. Pop the head. Get the takedown. 13-3 right into a turn. And Savageau going to look for the pinfall. Has the leg hooked. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Savageau going to look for the pinfall. Cooney going to have to try to fight off of his back. Cooney looking to roll through. Savageau now puts in the legs with a ride. Cooney, though, able to roll, get the shoulder off the mat, and that'll do it for period number 1. It's a 4-point near fall for Savageau, and so he'll take a 17-3 lead. Cooney with choice, he'll choose the top position. Takedown would give Savageau the tech fall. Off the whistle, Savageau looking for the switch up to his feet, gets the escape point. That'll make it 18-3, and that is a tech fall. As they're going to continue to wrestling, out of bounds they go, and now we got it, tech fall. So Colt Savageau, the 18-3 tech fall victory over Central Cass's Iverson Cooney.
And Cole Savageau looks like he got his 100th win on with that win. So that's a big milestone for that young man. Congratulations, Colt. Next we've got 145 pounds. Grady Link from Central Cass.
145 pounds from Davies, Nolan Mack.
Nolan Mack.
They did a little switching around on us. We've got Nolan Mack from Davies versus Grady Link from Central Cass.
Yeah, congratulations to Cole Savageau. Victory number 100. I know the newest member. I know that's probably my proudest achievement in wrestling career is being a part of that 100-win club. Congratulations to him.
And Link is in on a double leg. Mack does a nice job of sprawling. They're going to reset here toward the edge of the mat. Our dual score right now is Fargo Davies 17 and Central Cass 13. We've got a tight one here. We're in the 145-pound weight class. And they're off the mat. We'll get a fresh start here in the neutral position. Link in on a single leg again. Mack sprawls. Link's going to back out of that and get a fresh start. Mack was able to get a leg. Still no, oh, there's a 3-point takedown for Mack from Davies. Link has got to his base. Little short sit there. Mack's trying to get that chicken wing in, but Link isn't letting him. Mack comes back with a hard cross face. And he's going to spin around and get some back points. Link's trying to punch through. 30 seconds left. There, Link gets punched through. Mack gets a 4-point near fall, so Mack will take a 7-0 lead. Just 20 seconds left in the first period. Mack grabs that near arm. Going to thread the needle here. Link's going to try and spin and not let him. Link does a nice job of getting to his base and potentially dangerous. So they stop the wrestling with 2 seconds left in the first period. Link will start out in the bottom position. Link on the bottom, Mack on the top. Only 2 seconds left. And that's the end of the first period at 145 pounds. Nolan Mack is ahead 7-0 over Grady Link. And looks like we've got some blood time out here. Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan Tope at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give Tope Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. That's 701-347-4045. They're getting Link, getting some cotton in his nose, trying to get that nosebleed to stop. We're just going to start the second period here at 145 pounds. Link chooses the top position. Mac will be in the bottom position. Link tries to get those legs in, but Mac grabs the leg and doesn't allow him to do that. Link's got that far ankle. Still trying to get Mac spread out, trying to get that leg in. No back points. Link's going to have to get that leg in a little farther and reset here. There he's getting his hips back a little bit. He's got that half Nelson in pretty tight. Mac is fighting it. Mac doesn't want to go over. Link's trying to stretch him out. He's got both legs in, stretching him out. Slow stretch, trying to pull him across, and a potentially dangerous. Two near fall Link.
2-point near fall for Green.
And injury timeout for Davies.
Again, Cass County Mutual provides insurance products to all of southeastern North Dakota. They're a local company providing local service to all policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you.
So Link gets a 2-point near fall, and he will start in the top position with 1:19 left in the second period. Mac up right away with a stand-up. Link brings him down to the mat. Link's got that leg in, trying for that far arm, trying to pull him across to get some back points. Now he's going to thread both legs in. We've got a minute left in the second period. Link stretching him out again, just like he did last time, doing a good job of taking his time, stretching him out. Mac's trying to fight it. Link's got that half Nelson in, just going to try and turn it here. He's keeping the pressure on, trying to stretch him out as much as he can. There he goes over, but Mac was able to roll through. Still no near fall points. 35 seconds left in the second period. Link's going to reset here a little bit, get his hips back. He's going to sink that half in again. They're on the edge of the mat. Link's looking for that half Nelson again. Down to 15 seconds left in the second period. Link's working to get some near fall points here at the end of the second period. Link just can't quite get him over in the second period. So that's the end of the second period. Nolan Mack from Fargo Davies has a 7-2 lead over Grady Link at the 145-pound weight class. Link will start out in the bottom position, Mack in the top position. They're both set, and there's the whistle. Mack breaks Link down right away. He's got the chicken wing in. Link's trying to belly down. I think Mac might have that far wrist. I can't tell from here. Link's doing a good job of fighting off that. He got out of that arm bar. Link's got the chicken wing in again. And there's some near fall points. And there's the pin. Nolan Mack from Fargo Davies gets the pin with 1:20 left in the third period.
From Davies, Nolan Mack.
So we go to 152 pounds. 23-13 Davies with the lead.
At 152 from Davies, Lucas Salter. From Central Cass, Aiden Thummel.
Aiden Thummel for Central Cass. And at 152 pounds, Lucas Conroy for Fargo Davies.
I think it's Lucas Selzer.
Excuse me, Selzer. There we go, 152. So 45 bumping up to 152. Lucas Selzer for Fargo Davies. Thank you, Dan. 25 seconds gone in the period. Still neutral position. Central Cass, they got the first 3 victories of the duel. Fargo Davies has responded with 4 straight wins. All of them bonus point victories, 3 pinfalls, and 1 tech fall. So still neutral position here. Thummel for the Squirrels, Selzer for the Eagles. As we wrestle 152 pounds. Thummel with a shot attempt, single leg, transitions it into a double, gets the takedown. So Aiden Thummel with the first points of the matchup. He'll take a 3-0 lead, halfway gone in the first period, as now Thummel look to ride tough on top. 5 weight classes after this, still anyone's duel here at 152 pounds. Thummel on top, looking to get has the breakdown. Now let's see what we can do with it. Thummel, though, able to get back up to a base. Sit-down attempt. Looking to spin. Was looking for a switch with Selzer. Thummel, though, able to follow him. Puts in a leg. Retains that top control. Final 20 seconds. Thummel puts that leg back in again. Looking for a breakdown. Trying to ride out the final few seconds of period number 1. 10 seconds. Sit-out attempt by Selzer. But able to follow, able to stay in control is Thummel. He'll ride out the final 5 seconds. Let the clock tick away, and Aiden Thummel for the Squirrels will take a 3-0 lead into period number 2. Thummel with choice. He'll choose the down position. Selzer going to have to try to ride tough on top here at 152. Bottom man set, top man on, off the whistle. Sit-out attempt by Thummel, but able to defend, follow is Selzer. Now Thummel in on a stand-up attempt. Selzer tries to put in the leg, able to get a breakdown, and bellies Thummel out. 20 seconds gone in the period. Thummel back to a base, see if he can get back up to his feet again. Trying to post the near leg. Breakdown attempt here by Selzer. Looking to do so, looking to step through, has the near leg. Now he'll hook the near ankle. See if he can lock the hands, try to set up a move here. 40 seconds gone, able to get a breakdown, has Thummel bellied out. Now look to ride on top, puts in a crossface. Thummel trying to work himself back up to a base. Selzer trying to lock up a cradle here at 152. Sit out attempt here, Thummel, but Selzer able to follow. Sit out once again, Thummel back up to his feet. Selzer trying for the mat return. Thummel back up to his feet briefly. Now sits back down. And Selzer able to spin behind, retains top control. 45 seconds to go in the second period. Selzer's ridden the whole period number 2, but he trails 3-0. Thummel in on a sit-up, but once again, Selzer a good job of following. Thummel now up to his feet. Selzer looking for a mat return. Got a scramble here, final 30 seconds. Selzer looking to hook in a leg, but Thummel able to spin, face drive him, and gets the reversal. Give Thummel 2 more points, make it a 5-0 lead. Final 15 seconds of period number 2. Cross face, Butcher looking to spin around the head, see if he can get some points before the end of the period. Selzer trying to defend, final couple of seconds. And there's the count, but only a count of 1. Thummel runs out of time, but he'll take a 5-0 lead into period number 3. As once again, blood time is from Dope Insurance. Give Ryan a call today, 701-347-4045. So we wrestle here at 152 pounds. Fargo Davies with a 23-13 lead on the dual score. As Thummel with choice to start the third period. He'll choose the neutral position. So again, it's a 10-point lead for Fargo Davies on the dual score from our Bank North scoreboard. Again, visit them online today at banknorth.bank.
Red has chosen a neutral position.
As it was Selzer with choice. Nonetheless, we'll start in the neutral position to begin period number 3 Thummel with a 5-0 lead. Got a takedown in the first, got a reversal in the second. Shot attempt. Sprawl defended. Selzer gets the takedown. He's got his first points of the matchup. It's 5-3. We'll see what he tries to do. He'll look to stand up. Nope, was trying to bait him into something. Thummel, though, now back up to his feet, and the escape point, 6-3. Selzer needs another takedown. 30 seconds gone in the period. Shot attempt. Selzer. Thummel with the sprawl. Selzer. Single leg. Selzer. Thummel now with a front headlock. Grabs at the near leg. Looking to spin behind. Trying for the takedown. There it is. Thummel with the takedown. Give him a 6-point lead at 9-3. Final minute of the match. Thummel with a 6-point lead. We'll see what the game plan is with a 6-point lead. Sit-out switch attempt here by Selzer, looking for the reversal. Thummel reaching through at the far leg, looking to retain top control. Final 40 seconds of the match. Selzer grabbing at that near leg. Thummel now will look to lock up a cradle. Head in the side, see if he can lock the hands together. He'll reverse it, he'll break the grip, and then just spin behind, stay in top control. At the very least, a great ride there, killing some very precious seconds there for Thummel, as now there's only 20 seconds remaining in the matchup. Final 15. Thummel will put in a half. He'll just look to ride out the final few seconds of this period, get the win for the Squirrels. Final 5 seconds. He's content to just ride up there, and Aiden Thummel for Central Cass will take the 9-3 decision victory.
Winner by decision from Central Cass, Aiden Thummel.
As Aiden Thummel with the victory, as we'll move to 160 pounds. For Davies. Checking.
160 pounds from Davies, Isaiah Stickney. And from Central Cass, Alex Call.
Isaiah Stingy for Fargo Davies, Alex Call for Central Cass. 160 pounds, 23-16 is the dual score lead for Fargo Davies. Call in on a shot attempt. Stingy trying to defend wizard position. Call able to keep the feet in bounds and get the opening points. Alex Call for Central Cass. Stingy able to get the escape point. Shot attempt, unable to keep the feet in bounds was Stingy. We'll go back to the center. Call with a 3-1 lead. Shot attempt. And Stangy with the shot and the takedown. He'll take the lead at 4-3. Stangy, a sophomore for Fargo Davies, coming up from 152. He leads 4-3 over Central Cass's Isaiah Call. Call back up to his feet. Looking for a sit out. Stangy, though, able to mat return and retain that top position. Stangy now will drape the arm across the back of Call. Here at 172 pounds. 4 weight classes after this. Chicken wing looking to spin around the head is Stangy, looking for the near fall. Final 35 seconds of the period. Call trying to defend, near fall points upcoming. Stangy will get the count of 4. So for sure 4 near fall points. Now he's going to look for the fall. Has 25 seconds to try and get it. Call, though, able to get himself back to a base. It is a 4-point near fall. So Stangy will up his lead now to 8-3. Final 10 seconds of the period. 5 seconds. Stangy will put in an ankle and just look to ride out the final few seconds. Does so. And Isaiah Stangy for Fargo Davies, an 8-3 lead going into period number 2. He has choice. He'll defer. Call with the choice, and he'll choose the neutral position. 8-3. Neutral position. See what call can do here, trailing by 5. Shot attempt, call. Stangy sprawl spin behind, takedown. 3 more points, extend the lead now, make it 11-3. .30 seconds gone. And Stangy will try to ride tough on top here. Has an 8-point lead. As we wrestle at 160 pounds here from Castleton. Davies with a 7-point dual score lead at 23-16. As a stack up here, Stangy looking for a quick couple of points here. Now we'll reach through, look for a half, see if we can get the pinfall. It's a count of 4. Now Stangy will go out to the side and look for the pin. Call gonna have to try to fight off his back one more time. Gets to his belly, but it's 4 near fall points. Stangy will up his lead now, make it 15-3. 12-point lead, final 40 seconds of the second period. Deep waist. Stangy gonna try to get something here. Puts in the chicken wing. Final 25 seconds, see if he can get a turn here before the end of the period. Call able to get his hands back free. Stangy now in on a half. Nelson runs with it, gets the turn, gonna look for the pinfall. Call gonna have to try to bridge out. See if he can survive off his back for the final 5 seconds. For sure it'll be a tech fall, but Stangy wants the pinfall. Call looking to fight off his back, able to do so, last to the end of the period. But it is a 4-point near fall, and it will be a 19-3 tech fall victory.
Winner by fall from Davies, Isaiah Stingy.
So 25-16 as we go to 172. Caden Graber for the Squirrels. And for Fargo Davies.
At 172 pounds from Davies, Luke Conroy. And from Central Cast, Caden Graber.
Okay, we have Luke Conroy from Davies versus Caden Graber from Central Cass, 172 pounds. Conroy takes Graber down. Graber turns around and gets a 2-point reversal. In the mix, Conroy did get a 3-point near fall, so Conroy takes a 6-2 lead at 172 pounds. Graber's, I can't tell if he's got the leg in. He's got the half in. He's going to try and get out to the side. He's got that, looking for that far wrist, trying for the half. Conroy hip heists over and gets a 2-point reversal to take an 8-2 lead. Conroy's got both legs in. They're going to stop that as potentially dangerous. We'll get a fresh start here with Graber starting on the bottom and Conroy on the top. 59 seconds left in the first period. Conroy's ahead 8-2. Graber stands up right away, right off the whistle. Conroy's heavy on the head, got both legs in. Graber's trying to pop out the back door. He's still trying, he's stood up. Graber's getting a little high right now. Conroy's getting a little high. Graber's still trying to pop that head out. 30 seconds left, they're gonna call a stalemate. Graber will start in the bottom position again. 29 seconds left in the first period. Graber has a nice switch right off the whistle. He's doing a good job of the first move right off the whistle. Graber's got that leg, trying to lift that up. Conroy's trying to keep him close to his hips, not let Graber get any space there. And now we have another stalemate with 11 seconds left in the first period. Again, Graber will start out in the bottom position. We're looking for that first move right off the whistle. And Graber tries to stand up. Conroy does a good job of breaking him down. Throws that leg in. He's sliding a little bit. Graber gets that arm out. He's looking for the headlock. Gets a 2-point reversal right in the last second. So with that 2-point reversal, he closes the lead. Conroy's ahead 8-4 at the end of the first period. We're going to start out in the neutral position. This is 172-pound weight class. Our dual score right now is Fargo Davies 29 and Central Cass 16. Both wrestlers are tied up here, looking for the head position. And there's a throw. Graber gets a nice throw right on the edge of the mat. Conroy's trying to fight off his back. Graber's looking for the pin on the edge of the mat, trying to keep all his points in. Now he sinks in the half. He's looking for the pin. Trying to get chest to chest, get that pressure on. He's going to throw the legs in now, try and lift that head. We got plenty of time left, 1:20 left. And there's the pin for Graber. Graber with the pin with 1:18 left in the second period at the 172-pound weight class over Conroy from Davies.
So we'll go to 189 pounds.
At 189 pounds, from Davies, Malachi Wermeyer. And from Central Cass, Adrian Ahrens.
Adrian Ahrens for Central Cass. And Malachi Wermeyer for Fargo Davies. So 29-22 is the dual score here at 189 pounds. As Wermeyer will get the takedown. $30 gone in the match, or in the first period. 29-22. Malachi Wermeyer, a senior for Fargo Davies here at 189 pounds. Two more weight classes to go. We'll have 215 and then 285. 7-point dual score lead. So a pinfall here for Wermeyer would lock up the dual victory for Davies and prove them to 6-0 in EDC duels. Halfway gone in the first period. Wermeyer still with a 3-0 lead. Looking to ride tough on top. 45 seconds gone. Crossface by Wermeyer. Puts it right back. Crossface. Now we'll look to roll. Aaron's wrists out. 25 seconds gone, and we'll get a stalemate. Get a restart back to the center. Bottom man set, top man on. Off the whistle. Final 15 seconds. Wermeyer got the takedown early on, has had the top control ever since. 3-0. Looking for a tilt here. Final couple of seconds. Aaron's trying to defend, able to keep the shoulder off the angle, and so it will be a 3-0 Wermeyer lead. Off the whistle, stand-up attempt. Wermeyer looking for the escape point up to his feet, into a throw. Give him 2 more points, and now he's going to look for the pinfall. Wermeyer can settle in. There it is. Malachi Wermeyer for Fargo Davies, the pinfall victory in 2:16.
Winner by fall from Davies, Malachi Wermeyer.
Fargo Davies extends the dual score. Fargo Davies 35, Central Cass 22.
Davies, Austin Burrell.
So for Davies at 215 pounds, we've got Austin Burrell versus McCoy Ferguson from Central Cass, 215 pounds. And both wrestlers are in the tie-up. Burrell's looking for the underhook. And Burrell takes him down to the mat for a three-point takedown. Ferguson's trying to base up. Burrell's got the half Nelson in. Ferguson does a nice job of getting out of there. Now he's back to his base. Burrell's got the far side ankle, trying to break him down, breaks him down to the belly, over on the edge of the mat. Burrell's looking for the underhook. Ferguson does a nice job of spinning and trying to face him. And Burrell takes him to his back. Nice bridge to a reversal. He's got him on his back, he's got to shoot that half in. He's trying to get the chest to chest, get the weight on him. Ferguson does a nice job of getting a reversal on the edge of the mat. He gets the 2-point reversal and the 3-point near fall. Ferguson takes a 5-3 lead with 30 seconds left in the first period. Ferguson's trying to break him down. Burrell's up on a stand-up, gets the 1-point escape, and they're out of bounds. Ferguson has a lead. They're getting the score right here. Okay, Burrell from Davies has a 7-6 lead over Ferguson from Central Cass. 20 seconds left in the first period, and they'll be in the neutral position. They're going to try and set something up here, get that last takedown of the period. Doing a little tying up, a little head tapping, moving their feet. And there's the end of the first period. Burrell from Davies has a 7-6 lead. Okay, Burrell's gonna take the down position, Ferguson in the top position. We're gonna start the second period here. Ferguson's trying to break him down. Burrell's got a stand up and an escape for one. And they go to the tie up right away. Both wrestlers are trying to get their position, trying to get their head position, get their hand control. Both pushing back and forth. And there Ferguson's in on a double leg, trying to keep him on the mat. Burrell was able to sprawl enough, just enough to get out of that. They're going to get a fresh start here. Try and get something set up for a takedown. They're both tying up, trying to get something set up here. We're down to a minute left in the second period. A little head tapping going on. Pushing back and forth. There's another double leg attempt by Ferguson. Both guys are tied up again. Burrell was in on a single leg right at the edge of the mat, and they go off the mat. 33 seconds left in the second period. We're at the 215-pound weight class. Austin Burrell from Davies is ahead 8-6 over McCoy Ferguson from Central Cass. They're both working on that wrist control. Both are heavy on the head. Down to 10 seconds left in the second period. And Burrell is in on a double leg, swims around. No points yet, no points yet. Nope. The buzzer went off and there was not a takedown awarded. Okay, we're still at 8-6. Burrell from Davies is ahead 8-6. We're going into the third period, and we'll start out in the neutral position. 215 pounds. Some more head tapping going on, dancing around. We had a clock issue. The clock did not start in time. So the official and the scorekeeper will get that taken care of. They're going to take a few more seconds off the clock. And we'll start in the neutral position again. They're both changing levels, trying to get something set up here. Ferguson's doing a good job of moving his feet, changing his levels. Now they're in the tie. Ferguson's trying to get that head position, and he's in on a double leg, trying to pick it up. He's driving. Burrell does a nice job of sprawling. No points. Burrell grabs the ankle, spins around, and gets a three-point takedown right on the edge of the mat. Burrell breaks Ferguson down. Ferguson's going to base up. Burrell's working on that crossface. Working on the crossface side to side. Now he's trying to bring that wrist, that near wrist, back around the back. Ferguson's basing up. He's going to try and face him. And Ferguson gets a one-point escape. Burrell from Davies is ahead 11-7 with 40 seconds left in the third period. 215-pound weight class. Ferguson's going to have to try something here. We're down to 30 seconds in the third period. They're still pushing back and forth. Down to 20 seconds. Burrell is in on a double leg, and they go out of bounds with 19 seconds left in the third period. Ferguson shoots a double. He's driving. Burrell is sprawling. Ferguson's trying to get that leg. 8 seconds left, no points here. Ferguson's looking for that head and arm, and he just runs out of time. No points awarded. So Austin Burrell from Fargo Davies wins 11-7 over McCoy Ferguson.
Go to our final weight class here, 285 pounds. The heavyweights. Gus Wermeyer for Davies. And Jennings Cooney for Central Cass here at 285. 38-22, Fargo Davies will improve to 6-0 in EDC competition. Wermeyer in on the single leg, able to finish it, gets the takedown, and they go out of bounds. 13 seconds into period number 1. Reminder, we'll have our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-match show.
We have 1 point escape, green.
As Wermeyer will give up the escape point, he'll elect to start in the neutral position. 20 seconds into period number 1. Underhook, throw attempt, and we'll get a whistle and an awkward landing as it looks like. Cooney landed right on the shoulder there. Hip throw by Wermeyer, an unfortunate angle. It will get a 3-point takedown for Wermeyer, as that will make it a 6-1 lead, and then they'll run through injury time here. So instead they'll go head and neck evaluation, so they'll give a 5-minute time limit here. So as they look at Cooney, we'll take a break. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
As an American family agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family Agent.
American Family Insurance.
Say goodbye to boring birthday parties and corporate events and say hello to a supercharged celebration at the Empire Sports Complex in Fargo with their epic bounce houses that's guaranteed to have your guests jumping for joy at the Empire Sports Complex. Their bounce houses are the ultimate party starter, but don't wait too long to book. Go online now to empirefargo.org. That's empirefargo.org or call 701-318-4161 for your next birthday party or corporate event. The Empire Sports Complex in Fargo.
So Cooney being evaluated by the trainer, says that he's good to go. Trainer says he's good to go, and so we'll start. 6-1, the Wermeyer will elect to restart in the neutral position, so I'll give the escape point to Cooney. It's 6-2. A minute 35 to go in period number 1. Underhook here, Cooney. On the head, collar and elbow tie, was looking for a snap down. Back to collar and elbow tie-up, edge of the mat. And they'll stay in bounds, and now out of bounds they go. Wermeyer will drift out of bounds. They'll get a restart back in the center. It's still a 6-2 Gus Wermeyer lead. Neutral position, shot attempt, single leg by Wermeyer, and the takedown. Extend the lead now, make it 9-2. Final minute of the period. Now Wermeyer will elect to ride tough on top. Final 40 seconds. Wermeyer still in top control. Now out to the side. Look to do something with it. Cross face. Now out in front headlock position. 30 seconds. Now Wermeyer will spin behind, remain in top control, get a breakdown with 25 seconds remaining. Final 20 seconds. Wermeyer out to the side, see if he can get something before the end of the period. Final 10 seconds. Cooney looking to build himself back up to a base, does so, 5 seconds. Wermeyer will spin behind, get a breakdown, ride out the seconds, and Gus Wermeyer for Fargo Davies will take a 9-2 lead into the second period. Wermeyer has choice. He'll choose neutral, 9-2. Fresh 2 minutes on the clock here, 285 our final weight class. Shot attempt. Cooney, though, able to get his leg back free. They'll stay neutral. Shot attempt. Wermeyer able to stay in bounds. Not quite a takedown yet. There's the takedown, and then out of bounds. So Wermeyer gets the takedown, and he'll elect to start in the neutral position. He'll give Cooney the escape point. Make it now 12-3. 9-point lead. Back to a collar and elbow tie. .35 seconds gone in the period. Period number 2, our final match here. Throw attempt. Wermeyer to the back, and now Wermeyer's going to look for the pinfall. We'll put in the half. Spin behind, run with it. Cooney, though, able to belly himself back out. It is a near fall point. It's a 3-point near fall, and that will be the tech fall. So Gus Wermeyer, an 18-3 tech fall victory for Fargo Davies, as that will bring our final score here to 43-22.
Central Pass 22, Fargo Davies.
43-22 is our final dual score, so Fargo Davies will improve to 6-0 in EDC competition. Central Cass will fall to 2-3. We'll wrap it up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge-Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, as we'll get our recap from Farmers Union Insurance. Our recap from Farmers Union Insurance, the Wasleen Kramer Agency. Scott and Tyler are your local small town agents for Castleton and surrounding communities. Whether it's crop and farm, home and auto, health and life, commercial or recreational insurance, come visit Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for the great rates and local service that you expect. We started at 107 pounds. Derek Jorgensen for Central Cass gets a 16-3 major decision victory over Davies Cooper Mack. At 114 for Central Cass, John Call a 5-4 decision victory over Hudson Shaw. Central Cass keeps it going at 121 pounds with Jacob Erbach a 5-minute 22-second pinfall victory over Eli Streets. However, Fargo Davies able to answer back and take control there at starting at 127 pounds. Alex Tengen for Fargo Davies, a 3-minute 51-second pinfall victory over Simon Schneider. At 133 for the Eagles, Talon Tuchscher a 2-minute 20-second pinfall victory over Ben Quitschreiber. At 139 for Davies, Cole Savageau an 18-3 tech fall victory over Iverson Cooney of Central Cass. Congratulations to Cole Savageau, just a freshman, already picking up victory number 100 for him. At 145, Nolan Mack for the Eagles, a 4-minute 40-second pinfall victory over Grady Link. At 152 for Central Cass, Aiden Thummel able to put the Squirrels back on the scoreboard as Thummel gets a 9-3 victory over Lucas Selzer of Davies. At 160, Isaac Stange for Davies, a 19-3 major decision victory, actually a tech fall victory over Alex Call. At 172 pounds, Caden Graber for the Squirrels, a 2-minute 42-second pinfall victory over Luke Conroy. At 189 pounds, Malachi Wermeyer for Fargo Davies, a 2-minute 10-second pinfall victory over Adrian Aarons of Central Cass. 215 pounds, it was Austin Burrell for Fargo Davies, an 11-7 decision victory over Central Cass's McCoy Ferguson. And at 285 pounds, Gus Wermeyer for the Eagles, an 18-3 tech fall victory over Jennings Cooney. That's how we get to our final score of 43-22 on the dual score. Fargo Davies improves to 6-0 in EDC competition. Central Cass will fall to 2-3. That is our recap from the Farmers Union Insurance Wasleen Kramer Agency. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll name some awards when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Let's name some awards here. We'll start with our Enbridge Energy Wrestler of the Match. We'll give that to Caden Graber for Central Cass. 172 pounds. He was down 8-4. Neutral position. Got a throw against his opponent, Luke Conroy. Able to finish the throw and pick up the 2-minute and 42-second pinfall victory. Caden Graber is your Enbridge Energy Wrestler of the Match. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And we'll run down here our Agassi Precision Egg move of the match. Will go all the way to 114 pounds. As about 15 seconds left, John Call found himself with a 4-3 deficit against his opponent Hudson Shaw. Call able to get a reversal there in the final 15 seconds. Holds on there and picks up the decision victory there at 114 pounds. John Call for the Squirrels is your Agassi Precision Egg move of the match. Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsborough. Give them a call, 701-436-2119, or online at planterdoc.com. Take a break. When we return, we'll talk with Coach Travis Lamar when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Jim. And with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, joined now by the coach of Central Cass, Coach Travis Lamar. And Coach, falling on the short side here as far as the dual score here. I know when we talked in the pre-match show, you talked you wanted to see effort here out of your wrestlers. Kind of talk about what you saw from them tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we came out on the losing end, but at the same time, like, really proud of our team and the way they battled. You know, we knew Davies was going to be a tough team coming in. But, I mean, we scrapped in every one of our matches. We got some guys that are stepping out there wrestling varsity, undersized and underexperienced, but just the way that we competed in all of our matches and never quit, and we just kept battling and battling and battling. I got nothing to complain about tonight from our kids.
Yeah, just talk about how great that is to see, you know, as we get into this mid part of January, the fact that you're in the battles here and how important that is and how they can kind of build from that to set up here for February.
Yeah, you know, like I said, you know, pre-match we kind of talked about, you know, we're using these as, you know, obviously we're coming out, we're trying to win the duel, we're trying to win matches, all that kind of stuff, but you know, we're using these as kind of the precursor for the state tournament, right? In the EDC tournament, like, and you know, like that's what we're seeing out here. Like our guys are attacking legs. They're trying to get after shots. They're trying to score points on bottom. We're not just trying to survive. We're trying to get out. We're trying to reverse them. On top, we're battling it with them. We're attacking arms and trying to get turns and get pins. And yeah, I mean, like the progress I've seen from Mandan Lions opening weekend to today has been absolutely phenomenal from all of our kids. You know, it's just been great to watch them grow, and we got a couple weeks left to continue tweaking on things and building, and they'll be ready come February.
Yeah, with that, what do you want to be able to see out of them over the next couple of weeks at tournaments, duels, and matches to get you ready there for that time?
Number one is get healthy. I mean, Link tweaked his shoulder in that match and really couldn't use his one arm, which hurt us because, he had a chance there in the second period to maybe put his opponent on his back and maybe get a pin. But, he's wrestling one-armed and he's struggling there, but he battled through it. Graber is, coming in tonight, Graber's been battling with a back injury, and they bumped the Conroy kid up, who's a great wrestler. And I'm like, we had talked before, like, depending on the dual score, we'll see where we're at. And he's like, no, I want this kid. Like, I want to go out and I want to wrestle this kid. And wrestled a great match against a great opponent and came out with a big throw for a big pin. And yeah, I mean, number one, get healthy. We've had influenza and walking pneumonia. I mean, you name the flu, bug, whatever, we've had it come through the team. So we got to get healthy. We get healthy, like, it's really fine-tuning at this point, Last weekend at the Letterman's, Aiden Thummel wrestled. He didn't win a bunch of matches, but I told him, I said, dude, you're doing awesome. Like, and he came into my office. He's like, hey, can you explain to me what you mean by I'm doing awesome? I said, you're getting in on leg attacks. I said, we just got to fine-tune how you finish them, and you're gonna get finishes. And tonight he did, and wrestled a great match and beat a very quality opponent from Davies.
Yeah, it's now a busy week, only halfway done here. Talk about the trip up north and the tournament coming up tomorrow and Saturday.
Yeah, we take off tomorrow morning. We go up to Rugby. Tough Class B tournament. See a lot of teams up from the Northwest and from the Southwest that travel up there. We'll see Turtle Mountain, which is kind of one of the main reasons we go up there, is to hopefully get paired up with some Turtle Mountain kids, because we don't see the West a ton. But this helps us kind of get some common opponents and stuff like that. The other thing I like about this tournament is it allows us just to go and wrestle. Like, we aren't worried about matchups or seeding criteria when it comes to regions or state, because we're wrestling against really good quality kids, but they're on the B side. So most of the A schools that we're gonna compete against at regions and state aren't wrestling those guys. So it's kind of free matches for us, where we just get to go out and really focus on what we want to do and what we want to accomplish. So that's really what I want to see. A busy Friday, Saturday, long days, but the kids are ready for it, and I'm excited to get back there and showcase what we got.
Travis, thanks for the time tonight. I know we'll talk again soon as this season continues to roll along.
You bet. Thanks for the coverage, guys. We appreciate it.
All right, Travis Lamar joined us here. We'll wrap it up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, our Tommy's Express Car Wash Show post-game show continues here. Reminder, YourLiveEvent.com. A busy next couple of days here for coverage on YLE. That includes on YourLiveEvent.com tomorrow. We've got boys and girls basketball. Thompson is at Hillsborough Central Valley. Richland is at Northern Cass. Sargent County is at Maple River. In girls basketball, Ada Borup West hosts Clearbrook Gonvick. Also, we'll have some Minnesota dance, the Heart of Lakes Dance Conference Finals taking place in Hawley coming up tomorrow. Saturday, for you squirrel wrestling fans, we'll have the girls Store Hog invite. That will start at about 11 o'clock. And we've also got a basketball doubleheader. Montpelier is at Sargent County, and Lisbon is at Hillsborough Central Valley. A reminder, you can see the full upcoming schedule on yourliveevent.com. Give us a follow on X for our daily posts or for that schedule up tonight, as well as make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube as well. As we bring Dan here, some final closing thoughts. I think you saw it, right? Fargo Davies showing why they are the one of the top teams in the state, one of the top teams in the EDC. But I think, like what Coach Trasmar said, a lot to be proud of. A great effort for the Squirrels, and really nothing for them to hang their head on low here tonight.
Absolutely, and the Squirrels started out really good with the first 3 weight classes with wins, and had some surprises along the way, and they wrestled hard all the way through all 13 weight classes.
And then also, too, Central Cass, really no time to dwell on this no matter what, because they got a tough trip. They got a road trip up to a rugby, a great chance for them to, like Coach mentioned, too, just kind of wrestle here. Not many EDC teams there, so really just a chance to wrestle, get some more match time here without really trying to worry about anything else there.
It's really nice to see those schools from out west that you don't see very often, if at all, and get your experience there and keep moving forward.
Really, that is an important time here, because this is the grind of the schedule. Because hey, we're region tournament is in 4 weeks. 5 weeks from today, we're going to be sitting inside the Fargo Dome, having concluded day 1 of the state wrestling tournament.
That's what it's all about. It's all about regionals and state, and everybody wants to place at state, and that's where the goals are. And January is where you get there.
Well, I'll do it for the Tommy's Express Car Wash. Big thank you to Dan Weber joining me on the call here tonight. Dan, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Brady.
All right, that'll do it for us here on yourliveevent.com. A reminder, thank you to all the sponsors that you saw and heard throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on yourliveevent.com would not be possible. I'm Radar Brady Siebels, repeating our final dual score. Fargo Davies improves to 6-0 in EDC dual competition. They pick up the 43-22 victory against Central Cass. Have a good night, everybody.